The other half is why are you giving up that your precious time or that your comfort for it? What is driving you to make that sacrifice? Now, if you are giving up something just because someone wants you to do it, or just because you feel forced to, or because your MD told you that if you didn't finish this thing, you're not going to close, you're not going to get back to your house. That is not sacrifice. That's an obligation. But if you are giving up something because you want to, or because you believe in that thing you are doing, or you are passionate about it, that you know that I need to achieve this goal before my deadline because it's going to affect other things, that's the difference to it. Now, sacrifice becomes a choice and not an obligation. And this is when it leads to personal growth. Now, when you decide to, okay, I want to sacrifice my time or my comfort for this thing, you seeing the reward at the end of it, that okay, I'm going to get better at this number one, I'm going to meet my deadline at this number two, which is going to push the work forward, and then number three, at the end of the day, I still have extra time for myself and to other things that I could do, and that is the goal, that is the success you achieve at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, we should see the aspect of why we are giving up, not necessarily what we are giving up. So that's what I want to clarify about the sacrifice.
Thank you so much. Goodness. Any other person? South Africa, are you there? Maybe they are not hearing. Okay, thank you. We have self motivation. Eh? Cote d'Ivoire, you can
Okay,
speak.
good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, so we're talking about commitment. So, the speaker, when he was talking, that commitment is giving you best at what you do. So, most times, yeah, if you want to be committed at something, and we don't have what's it called, the end game, what's it called, like a target. We know what we're working on. When you're committed at doing something, you have a target and you know what you want to get at. It will push you, it is going to get the result at the end of the whole exercise. So when we are committed at doing something, it's really important to set a goal to really help us achieve what we want. That's what I have to say.
Thank you. Burkina Faso, Togo. Can you speak, please? We are running out of time. Go ahead, Bene.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I know what is good for me.
Hello. If you are joining with two laptops in a place, one must be joined with sound, the other one must be without sound. Okay. Then number two, Cote d'Ivoire, you tempered with a setting you did yesterday. Yesterday, your sound was very beautiful. And then please make sure that you don't temper with the sound you set before so that we can hear you. It's supposed to be interactive. So don't temper with the sound setting. The sound was very beautiful yesterday. We're hearing all your response from there. Okay. So, but please, those countries that are using two laptops to join, one person must join with sound. The other person, please, you have to get out of the Zoom and move her back, but don't join with sound. It's not muting is not enough. You have to join without sound. Otherwise, maybe you just send us the message on WhatsApp, your contribution, then we'll read it out, or your question. but it's better for you us to hear you and see you. Like Jude now, the video is not on. Jude 25. Make sure we can see you. Chisholm, make sure your video is on so that we ensure that it's not that you are drinking coffee
Okay.
and 80. So Burkina Faso, you can give us your contribution.
Okay. Like I was saying, I was talking on consistency. I said it's going to fall under self-motivation. Like we all, habits are things that form little things that we do every day that become part of us. So what, for me, consistency in becoming excellent at what we do, choosing to do those little things that is going to have value to your whatever it is you find you're doing. That is not just your work at large, but also your personal life. It starts from you. That means the choices, little choices you make every day. Maybe setting a particular time when you wake up, the things you do, all these little things that want to become habits that makes you become excellent at what you do at life. So in other words, being consistent, and for you to be consistent, you have to be self-motivated because you don't need anyone to come and tell you wake up at this particular time or do this particular thing. You already know that these are things, the goals you set for yourself, and you are going to, there's something you want to achieve at the end of the day. So consistency, showing up every time, even when no one is there, even when no one is there to encourage you. For you to do that, you have to also be self-motivated. You start from being self-motivated, and then you build up consistency. Then, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Okay. one
All
more-
right.
Okay, please. Generally, in conclusion, I want us to take notes of these items I'm going to list. For us to be excellent in doing our jobs, we need to be proactive. Number one, we have to think ahead. Think on how you want to get this job done and how fast you can get it done. Not just starting from here, you do all the rigorous work from here to there. You're achieving the same goal, but it's very, very lengthy way of doing it. So we need to prioritize also. Make sure that we take first things first, not going to do the last thing first. Anything that is going to cause issues or maybe escalations, we need to prioritize our work based on that and get everything sorted out. We should also work in synergy, teamwork. Anywhere you're having challenges, it's not that you don't know how to do it, but you can also seek help from your team. Discuss about it, and everybody will give their contributions and will continue to get things done on time. I'm almost done. We should also learn how to speak up, speak up, communicate. Let your boss understand exactly what is going on. All of us are here to help. Get done with your work. Even if it's your personal life that is affecting you on the job, you should find a way to communicate so that the person pushing you harder should know how to push you or soft pedal on the pushing, give you time to balance before you continue what you're doing. Please, always speak up. Thank you.
That was a good one. We're going to have our next presentation. So, but they just send it to me, so I want to ensure I download it, and then it will be a presentation. So let me give you 3 minutes to sit, stretch your leg. Don't move out of the room. You can stand up, stretch your leg while I do the setting up, and then let the IT2 make sure that you do all your checks. Please, everything should be properly done, because from now going on, the airplane takes off. We will not have any. We'll be on auto cruise. So for those of you that were sleeping, nagging your head, just stand up a bit, stretch your leg. You can say hi to somebody, and then Cote d'Ivoire, you need to actually sit properly. Some of you are sitting too close to the screen that we don't see you. I don't know how Anderson set the camera in Cote d'Ivoire there. He needs to make sure that the camera, like here in Nigeria, we set the camera backward so that you can see the people there, everybody there. Or you push your table, the table backward a bit so I can see all of you. I've not seen Helen this morning. I've not seen Esther. So are they there? Okay. Where's Blessing? I've not seen them this morning. They are not in that meeting in Cote d'Ivoire. Esther is not there. I've not seen Helen. I've not seen. Esther is there, but where's Helen and Blessing? I've not seen them this morning. Are they doing mata? Yes. Where is Helen? Where is Blessing?
They just went out.
You see now, mata. Don't worry. I can see that they are not there. Anderson, please don't tamper with your setting anyway, please. It's too late to start doing anything. Okay, just some few minutes then before we take on the next speaker. The only way maybe just we can switch off one of them. We can switch off that one, not this one. I need this. We can switch it off, but we are keeping it very easy. That side is not cool. See, let me explain where the challenge you have. Akinola, those of you sitting that because the AC is coming from this side, how to find the top. This morning I told them to lock all the doors. But please chill. Don't worry, you will. So okay. Wait. You are doing matter. Break time, lunch is in my house. Just can't give it to you. It is there that I will. It's in my bedroom. It's inside there my box. So nobody can go there. It's the only access. But you have not told me I don't want your laptop to be idle. You are only thinking of your people here. You have to think global. You have to think global. I will send you Burkina to go and spend 1 week. You need to think global. As I was telling you,
If I go there, you sit down to get there.
you need to think global.
How do we being competent? It's about continually learning, it's about improving and refining your skills to achieve excellence and peak performance in your role. It's also about maintaining a level of excellence in the quality of the work that you produce. In a nutshell, being in control of your output and giving your best consistently.
Hey, this is Sama Pitch from samapitch.com, and this is my second video out of the 3-part series on showing employees how they can earn more money, get that raise that they're looking for, and become more valuable in their workplace.
How do we define mastery? In a way,
Okay, we want to start now. Please, everyone, please have your seat. We are behind time because of some technical hitches. All right. We're behind time. So we're going to run with speed. We are going to run with speed. We are behind time because of some hitches. Please have your seat. I said nobody should move out of the hall. You still moved out. Okay. Somewhere you are still sitting down there. All right, please. Now, it's like putting the ladies in this penthouse has made that they're always traversing to their rooms and back. Please, we'll soon lock the door. We'll lock the door. Nobody should. I want that door locked. Nobody should go in there anymore. So they should all come out. We need to start. Outside the country, I hope you're all hearing. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Where is South Africa? Where is Côte d'Ivoire? Is Helen sitting down now or she's still going about? Mata. I said people should order all you needed before today. And if you are online, please, I need everyone to make sure that your video is on. Your video must be on. Your video must be on, otherwise, from the records we are keeping, the maker will mark you absent. It's only a maker that the video can be off. All right, so we're going to. We'll do the presentation from my system. Don't worry. Because we are using, because of this, because of control, we'll do it from here. All right, so we'll put our hands to, can we, faith, silence everyone. In those days when we were in the primary school, they used to have a prefect that go around and write names of people. And then if you are found to be talking, they write your name. Then I think in secondary school they were collecting money from us. So Kazim, anybody that is talking, you will write their name. So when you write their name, Emeka, anybody distracting, you also, it doesn't mean you are not doing matter. Because sometimes in the process of you doing protocol or ushering or controlling, you will miss out. So everybody, please, let's be seated. We need to pay attention. You see, it takes a lot of time and effort to prepare. For these presentations I did, I've been on it for 2-3 months before now. Even acquiring those equipment, studying those equipment that I have to, fly them in from South Africa, and then some, I think, well, here or that, the other ones. And then, but I brought in the ones I brought in from South Africa. It's a long journey from South Africa to Cote d'Ivoire. And then before bringing it here, it took me. This sometimes when the airports, it didn't fly with me. I was already anxious. Then to make this presentation, I spent 2 days in the office, 3 days. One day I closed 12 in the night, alone in the office. And someone came and said, I didn't know you are still here. Why people were eating your Christmas chicken and all of that? Where I had the distractions of one naughty guy, who was, to forget all those distractions. I can say it. Ishak is in prison, Central Prison, Guinea. He was moved into prison yesterday. That's to teach all of you a lesson. Thou shalt not steal. He was in detention for over a week because he misappropriated funds. As we celebrate excellence and celebrate people, we also tell people, if you misbehave in this new era and dispensation, I will deal with you. My counselor said I should not use the word. He said because of social media. I said no. I will tell them I'm already reached that stage where I can tell you, I will do it, and I will do it. I show mercy, but I also show discipline and whatever things. It's not by. So please, everyone, do what you are supposed to do, and then everything will be fine with you. We're going to celebrate some people this February. Today we'll also be celebrating some people. Today we'll celebrate some people. Some people will smile with brand new cash, not a lot. Some will get a lot because they have done well. They have done well. But the one that did not do well, we beat the person in the bum and let the law take his course. Central Prison Guinea is there. Okay. Now, so please, everyone, pay attention here now. There was a small technical glitch, but all is well. So I'm going to invite to the microphone. We don't have a podium here. And then if you are not hearing, please, you can actually chat Emeka. Then he will talk to me because we are still mastering our new technology. Okay? And but the essence is that everybody must hear, everybody must listen. Please get out your book, get out your notebook. It's not time for the laptop yet. Keep your phone. Said you want to donate it. I want to collect plenty phone and sell them and buy iPhone 16. That's my new phone coming. And it's going to come from some people today. Jessica's phone can join. Where's Rachel? Everybody should be seated. You see, I'm holding on because some people, where did she go to? She's there. Nobody should be in the kitchen. Nobody should be in the kitchen. Everybody should be seated. Also, now they are outside the country. Nobody should be in another place. Is Ellen back to the office now?
Yes, sir.
You got -5 for this matter you have done this morning.
No, sir, I did not do matter. Sir.
So we'll do the appraiser again. Come and meet me. We'll check the appraiser. Your appraiser is still being evaluated. So behave, because we are all monitoring you. All right. So we're quiet now. We're good. We're good. All right. So let me have the pleasure of inviting my friend. He's an accountant by training, and but he's pastoring a church, and the name of his church is Excellent Christian Bible Church. He's actually the pastor of the 2 people who are going to wed in February. So, but he talks excellent. So I said, who can I bring along to come and crown and talk? I was in the office, like I told you, 2 days. I was in the office. I only just enter my house few hours and then I go back. I was from I think that is Saturday into the Sunday. I was in the office alone. Someone takes my things there. I stay in there with water and some few things I'm preparing, and then so I said, who will crown it? So the person to crown up all the talk on excellence, which is not really the finality, because we're moving to the cocoa in the matter, which is mastery. Mastery is actually the thing, but mastery brings excellence. Mastering brings excellence. Mastery brings excellence. Tell your neighbor, say, mastery brings excellence. When you master it, when you master something, you become excelente. So when they call something his excellency, I don't really know. When they've not mastered it, don't forget all these politicians. They are not excellency. You must be a master to become excellent. That's what all of us should work towards. We are all striving. So I have the pleasure of inviting my friend, Reverend Chris. He has even gotten a doctorate now. Hey, he hid it from me because he's not what he studied for. He knows that I don't like all those kind of titles. So he didn't tell me. The people stood on him that honorary title. They called me to come and collect. They called me, sis, come and collect doctorate. I refuse to go. There's is in admin, these people, public admin and all those things, because they've been inviting me. Come and collect doctorates, because they know that for you, with you doing all this business, I come and become also a patron. I know not to they collect the money that they look for. I say, we'll give you doctorate. Come and collect. I'm not after title. I'm a very simple man. All right. So put your hands together for Reverend Dr. Chris Itobiye.
Actually, I studied for it. I did not, it's not just a dash. It's an online course, and it took me 3 years. Okay. It's well with all of you. Good morning. A happy new year. To be a better year. I will not say in Jesus' name. If you want to say amen, you say amen. Okay. Actually, Muslim also read Bible. Okay. You are the one that said I should not. You are the one that said it before. Can we all stand up? Let's stand up. This AC is very good, but I hope to not affect our lungs. Yeah. Okay, you can sit down. You can sit down. We want to look at something very important, and I want you to please give me your attention. Because of time, I may just flow. I may not give attention to this. Actually, I don't just teach excellence. It's a part of my calling. I'm asked to teach on ways to achieve the spirit of excellence in the workplace. The word spirit there also means culture. every organization has its own culture, had its own culture. In another word, has its own vision of how he wants to operate. Maybe you are coming from another place to this place. Before you came here, there is a culture, there's a spirit that this company is built on. And if you are going to actually flow very well, you must follow the culture. Please mark that word. It's actually mean culture. Culture, not just, it's not the spirit. Because when you talk about the spirit, we had to talk about the spirit of God. Then we had to talk about the spirit that Muslims also use. Then we talk about the spirit that also work in the system of this world. But I believe strongly that we should look at it in this dimension, the culture, how to achieve, how we're going to achieve it. I'm going to achieve a culture, the culture of excellence in the workplace. You see, what we are doing here today, I think about in 1995, I was working in a company and we have this kind of boot camp. Then I was the financial controller of the company. Some accountants, some personnel came to teach us. And I discovered that 30 days to today is like a drive in my heart. It has helped me. And I came to a conclusion, if you want to be a pastor, you must work in an organization before you can be a pastor. And that is why I discovered that so many pastors today, they're not doing well. And also, before you can actually have your own company, you must work in the good company so that you can build your culture. Because the culture of one place, you can also develop it, expand it, and use it for yourself. Is it clear to everybody? And if you are going to understand, if you are going to really build a culture of excellence in the workplace, number one thing we must consider is communicate and understand organization vision. You must understand the vision of your organization. You are not bringing in your vision. You have to work with the vision of your organization. And that is why I discovered today that so many people, they misbehave in office because they do not understand. They are not actually going there to define their vision. They are going there to define and work with the vision of that organization. And when you understand that fully, you will discover there will be peace. And let me tell you this. We talk about vision. We're talking about vision. The founder or the chief executive officer have his own vision of how he wants his company to be run. And if you now decided this is how you want to run, then you are not bringing the culture of excellence to that organization. So the vision must be well communicated, and everybody must have details of the vision. This is what we are pursuing. You're not just on your own. Any department you belong to, you just want to do it as well. Whether you are a cleaner, there is a vision that has been created, and we must follow it. And if you do not follow it, you discover that you are bringing division, and there will not be flow. There will not be flow. Now, you see, many people come to organization to pursue money. Please, I want you to mark what I want to tell you. It's going to help you in your life. We are not looking for money. You are not in this place to look for money, though you will be paid. Hello? You are here to learn. I told you, 1995, what I was taught is helping me more than the money I earn there. Because you must understand the vision of the place. That will also help you to create a personal vision for your life. If this is not done, you will discover that. So you must understand that as a person, you need to actually bring up yourself and understand what we are doing in ROGS. Whether you are a new take or you are been here for some time, you can never grow above the vision of a praise. And you can never grow above your leader. Your leader still knows something you don't know. That is why you discover that as a person, you are not able to reach the level of that your leader. Many a time because we read a lot, we think that we have known. You don't even know anything until you apply what actually you know. And when you begin to apply what you know, that is when you discover it is not easy to be an MD of a company. Did you hear me, everybody here? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Okay, now I want you to get it this, that you must have the details of the vision. I believe this boot camp today, by this evening, he might be telling you this is what we want to achieve this year. This is what we want. That is the vision for the year. For the vision, you carve out a goal. So when you don't understand, just like Max Moreau said, if you don't understand the meaning of a thing, abuse is inevitable. So when you don't understand the purpose of a thing, abuse is an inevitable. When you don't understand where we are going, you cannot really follow us. But rather, you start dragging us back. So that is why you need to have details. Number one, it must be communicated. Number two, HR will have a lot to do. It has to be communicated. And everyone have to understand what we are talking about, where we are going to. And when this is properly understood, I tell you, the heaven will be our limit. Let me tell you something. The universal currency is not money, it's vision. If you don't understand the vision of a place, you cannot really operate very well. Now, hear this. Even in your personal life, you need to have a dream that is so big that you will lose tastes of comfort zone. You will lose tastes. You will not want to be. Your Andy was saying, Joseph said on Christmas Day or New Year Day. I was here. I think I was there on Christmas Day. Yeah. It's on Christmas Day I was here. I was here and I met him in the office. And I met Rachel in the office. I met Emeka in the office. I think there was another, that boy they say that faith today that scatter things. He did not scatter anything. That tells you that he knows more than all of you. He knows more. What you have known and none of you know it. Because failure does not reduce us. Failures make us appreciate us. It amplified the gift and the talent in us. I hope you hear what I'm saying. So we must learn to celebrate failure and success together. We are coming to that. Okay. I want you to know that what is driving him is the vision. What will also drive every staff here is the vision. Where there is no vision, there is no drive. Did you hear what I said? There's no drive. Many people just exist. Even in your home, for instance, if you don't have a vision for your home, there will not be drive. You want everybody to pursue it where the vision must be well communicated and everyone must have detailed understanding of the vision. Okay, that is number one. Number two, be clear on your organization purpose and meaning. I think that a lot of things written down here. The vision is there, the mission statement is there, our core value is there, or our core businesses are there. Fine. But when you look at the vision, it talks about to be a reference point in efficient service delivery in practice. That is good. Then the mission statement is also there. But you discover that many of you are working here, you are not able to climb this, that if somebody asks you, you know what to say. Please look at me very well. Because in Africa, we don't give details to vision. We don't give details to mission. Only what we are just pursuing is money. That is the problem of our country, Nigeria. We pursue money and abandon vision. We pursue money and abandon vision. So let me tell you something. If you want to make money, you have to be a man and a woman of process. You don't make money by stealing. Just as he said just now. No, you can't really succeed in that. It's because you don't understand the purpose of life. If you understand the purpose of life, you will know that it's not money that you really need. You need to build up your capacity and understand the purpose where you are existing. Understand the purpose of the place where you are working. The money will come. In a culture of excellence, employees feel that what they are working on, they must learn to work in an environment where they can improve themselves. Now remember, I talked about vision, talking about the purpose of a place. Vision is different from purpose. Vision is what tells you everything about the company, but the purpose tells you our driving force. Some of the things that when we do it, it brings revolution, it brings change, it brings transformation, it brings increase. So we need to understand that if you don't really understand the purpose, why you are the head of HRO, sorry, I'm using HRO, you don't understand the purpose, why you are the project manager, I don't know what we have such here, and you don't understand why you are GM, you don't understand why you are the head of admin, or you are the financial controller, you are the accountant, or you are account officer. If you don't really understand it, you can't work harder. Because, see, understanding of a purpose actually help you to have a personal drive. What did I call it? Please, mind what I'm telling you, to help you to have a personal drive. And that personal drive has a lot to do in your life. And when you talk about passion, perseverance, I said, that's a core value of excellence, actually. But I decided to face it this way because I know that some of you are going to gain a lot. Now, something happened in Buffett Company. How many of you heard of Buffett? Buffett, they spent money to train a guy, and it cost them close to about $30,000. And they released that guy to go and do one work, and the guy failed the whole company. And everyone gathered. The board of trustees gathered. And everybody was thinking that Buffett is going to fire this person. That was a purpose. Sometimes you can discover the purpose of a thing in failure. Yeah. You can discover the purpose of a company, of your work, when you have failed. Because failure is a part of development. Failure also helps you to grow above mistakes. So you can, that is when you are afraid to grow, because when you are afraid of failure because you don't know the purpose. When you fully understand the purpose of a place, you are not afraid to make mistake, because a mistake, rubbish can still gather and you become somebody. And they were all gathered. And the guy was afraid. And the Buffett just came up and said, listen to me, everyone here. Want to thank God for this young man. Thank God for his life. He has faith, but he did not fail. And that is where I heard it say, you have not faith until you accepted failure as final. Did you hear me, somebody here? Because sometimes fear can make you to fail. And fear also can make you to be static in life. So if the workplace is going to actually explore the spirit of excellence in the workplace, what you should understand the purpose of life. You should also understand the purpose, the driving force of that place that you work. When you fully understand that, nobody, you will discover you'll be faultless. You discover error will not be there. You've grown above error. And if you have not faith, you cannot grow above error. So that is what we want, talking about culture, talking about the spirits of excellence. You should understand that sometimes you have to fail to have an encounter with the Spirit. I hope you hear what I'm saying. So, you see, today you may think, oh, my MD is perfect. There are certain things that he has failed. And through that failure, he gained, okay, let me not go to your whole. He gained mastery over some things. Do you hear me, everybody here? And when you fail, you are being pet. It's an evidence you will not grow further. When you understand the purpose of a thing, when actually you fail and they shout on you, because shouting is one of the leadership key of an excellent leader. Clap for anybody who know you can clap for. Did you hear me? Because a leader, listen, Bishop Oyedepo said, if you are not a man of principle, you cannot actually manifest the spirit of excellence in your workplace. So you have to understand that when you fail in an issue, it doesn't mean that you have lost, but it means that you want to learn how you should not do that. You must have heard of EDC when they were trying to invent Bob and something happened. I'm using this as a practical for you to know that in the workplace you can fail. You don't understand. But when you are failed, what do? You stand up and help yourself to start, because you fail because you did not follow the purpose and the vision of the place. So that will not help you to know this is not how I should do it. I should do it better. Did you understand what I'm saying? And this guy that just said he will be the best too. Did you hear me now? I'm even surprised Judy is doing this. Judy has disappointed us several times in the church. We'll beat him. We'll do this. Do it this way. Do it this way. And today I can see he's doing it well. Did you understand what I'm talking about? Do it this way. Me, I shout. Oh, don't think I'm quiet. I'm not quiet at all. People think that I'm very quiet. I'm not quiet, but I don't talk too much. Did you understand what I'm saying? I'm not a quiet person at all. But one thing that I know is that when you misbehave, the first thing they use to shake you so that you can go back and think is to shout on you. That is the purpose of shouting. Shouting also have a purpose in the purpose of the organization. Okay, let's go to the third one. You discover that when you want to really build the culture of essence in the place, you must focus on high performance. You must focus on high performance. Because excellence, we don't actually, we weigh our success. We don't weigh our success on mediocrity, but weigh our success on excellence. And focus is one of the things that people lose. And that is why the word emotional intelligence is very important. It's very, very important because it has more meaning today than IQ. Do you understand what I'm saying? People with IQ, they are very smart, they can do this. But people with emotional intelligence, you will discover that those kind of people, they are stable. That is why in leadership today, it's not IQ with leadership today. Go and study more. It is not IQ people are looking for. They are looking for people with emotional intelligence. Because some people can easily be distracted. Come on. It can easily be distracted. They are not focused because they don't. If you are not focused, you must focus on what you are doing. You must make up your mind. I'm going to do this thing well. You must make up what? Your mind. I'm going to do it well. So you must develop your emotional intelligence. You must be somebody that no matter what happens, you are stable enough to continue. Do you understand what I'm saying? That even the means of everyone is against you, if you can just be calm, you know the way out of it. So that ability for you to be strong enough that no matter the situation, you are able to stand and say, I can do it. It matters a lot. And that will help you to focus on high performance. You see, you must be ready to be the best. Did you understand? Did you get what I'm saying? You must be ready to be the best. Don't compare yourself with anybody. Be yourself. Be what? Be yourself. If you are going, see, be yourself. Just forget about other person is doing this or not. Develop yourself to the extent that when they need somebody, they will look for you. Did you get it now? There will be a day they will need somebody. They will look for you. I was sorry, I have to say that. I was telling my wife, I said, don't worry, she was in operation. She want to leave operation. She want to go to clearing for over 5 years. And I told her, prepare yourself. That a day is coming, they will look for you. She began to prepare herself, build herself. And she did well. And somebody just said, Maria, I know Maria. I think he can do this work for us. Did you get it now? And she was just at home. They give her a call. Please, we need you in clearing to head the inward unit of clearing. That's a good one for her. Did you get what I'm saying? It because now see, you need promotion. Develop yourself and work well in your department. See, I want to say this because this will help every one of us. There's a way I want to put it. Believe in high performance more than trying to please people. If you are going to be somebody on earth, maybe when MD is around, you try to be very good. You are a foolish person. Sorry for using that word. You don't know what you are doing. In fact, you are destroying your future. Did you hear me? You are destroying your future. So you must do your work very well. Forget about, develop yourself more. Work on yourself. Not just reading, learn to go into some areas where you know you can come up and stop practicing eye service. See, you can be taken as the best. It doesn't mean you are the best. And you know. That's why you need to help yourself. Keep on. You see, sometimes when you are given an award, it can enter your head. And you don't even know that you that think that you have grown above order. There are people that are far, far better than you. That one day, that person will overtake you because overtaking is a lie in a workplace. So you must make sure you are yourself. There are some things some people do. They study their leader and they know the weakness of the leader. That is where they begin to work on him. That is foolishness. You will not last. You will not last. Because you don't even have a future at all. Be yourself. Work on yourself. Focus on high performance more than pleasing people. A day is coming, you discover, you'll be recognized. I'm talking about how to develop. If you want to develop the spirit, the culture of SNA place, you must not do eye service. You must be yourself and you must walk with this understanding. I am here to be equipped. I'm here to be equipped. I am here to be somebody. Are you hearing what I'm saying? More than trying to please. Did you hear what I'm saying? Did you hear what I'm saying? You know, I'm a pastor. I've tried. Just clap for me. I've tried. I'll not say hallelujah, sis. I've tried. Okay, let's go. See, what I'm trying to say is that work hard. Be genuine. Please write it down. Work hard. Be genuine. Pursue high performance. Just make up your mind that I'm going to be the best. I'm not comparing myself with anybody in this place. I will do my best to promote this company. I service people. They don't promote the culture of a company. They promote their personal culture because they have something that they want to gain. Why do you always say, Because they have something in the back of their mind that they want to gain. And listen to me. People that always believe in gain, they can never perform excellently. Because, see, if you are going to, sorry if I may say this, I work in a place where we met, where the two of us met. The pastor actually discussed, he did not discuss with the committee, he discussed with me that he was going to be paying me 10,000. You hearing me? And by the time I started working, I discovered that first month, second month, third month, fourth month, he did not pay me. And I went to him, how do you want to feed my family? He said, I'm sorry, no, I don't discuss with the committee. But do you know one thing I discovered? And I told him I'm going to work. And I walk. And I walk. When I say I walk, he knows I walk. Before I knew it, the member started taking care of me more than the senior pastor. In that place, he gave me a car. He gave me a car. But I was not looking for the gain. I was looking at how I can improve that church. So when your mind is, I want to improve this place, you have really developed yourself. You are not there for what you will gain. It is when you are thinking of what to gain that you will change figures. It is when you are thinking that, see, this year I pray, though, if you are stealing money here, you cannot stay. See, don't play games. Don't play politics. Be genuine. Be what? Be genuine. When you are genuine, that is where you can bring out the spirit of excellence in you. Because, see, I don't know. Are you? Be yourself. Be yourself. You understand? Work hard. Make sure you lift up the hands of your MD. Your gain is coming. When your MD was working in, is it not this? When working in Northgate, I normally come to visit in his office. And his cover, he will walk and he will say, Chris, I'm traveling again. He was walking. And a time came and he said, but this man is doing all this work. Look at the kind of house he's living. Did you understand what I'm saying? And this man is general manager. Travel here, travel here. And the time came, I said, look at the place he's living. There's snake in that place. I think that is where you are living now. Not there. Not there it started. It was in Agege, coming to Lagos here. But when he was leaving, though, I entered the house. He has been a very good friend. He has been adding value to my life. Oh. May you have a good friend. Okay, let's go. And I was looking at him. Why is this man? But I never knew he was learning. He was learning. It was hard. As well, at the time came in his office, they brought somebody else to come and join in the office. I think that should be the MDP then. Yes, what can they, the whole general manager, his seat was down by the corner. But he was not discouraged. He kept on pursuing. One day come, he said, Chris, I've resigned from that company. This is not my number. But listen, if you don't want to suffer, you cannot produce excellence. If you want to gain everything overnight, it means that you are, see, because excellence is a process. It's not a destination. Excellence is what? It's a process. It's not a destination. It's something you have to keep on working on yourself until you reach a particular pinnacle. If you think you want to arrive overnight, then you can never be innocent. You can never. So what we're talking about, work, develop. Let's work as a team. Let's work as a team. Don't destroy others. Oh my God. Be somebody who does not cover evil. Did you hear me? You don't cover evil. But when you see somebody making mistakes, that is known that that person, he just wants you let to be the shock absorber of that person. To lift up that person so that that person will not crash in your words, in your action. And if you are a team,
You want to have a high performance. Want to focus on high performance. If everybody has done the work, present to your God, everybody did this work. Not I did it. Because we are talking about the spirit of. Are you understand what I'm talking about? Because no. See, because that, I believe a group can be rewarded. Sorry, I'm talking this way. I'm talking as my own. I'm not talking as I said that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't think that. No, I'm just saying it. He did not tell me. He just gave me a topic. And even what he wrote to me, something else was in my mind to teach. So when I came in, he said, this is what I asked you to teach. And I said, don't worry, it's a part of me. I picked from my mail. That's what I'm doing now. It's different from what I wrote. But what I wrote will also help them if they want to get it. It's very, very deep. But this one, I think, is better. I prefer this one to the other one. Everybody do like this. Okay, let's go. How many of you want to focus on high performance? Please help yourself to be genuine. And that's why you will discover you will destroy yourself and destroy your future. If you really want to operate in, if you want to focus on high performance, please, let's work as a team, not as an individual. When we work as an individual in organization, we are not develop ourselves. Because what Rachel has, a Mekan does not have it. And what a Mekan has, I think Akiola does not have it. Are you understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about team now. When all of you come together, you will discover that there will be more strengths to push ahead. But if you work as an individual, I want to come to this company, I will discover that MD is rewarding a team. You cannot, I'm rewarding the admin department because they work as a team. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because that is how we grow. That is why company become stabilized. Do you understand what I'm saying? My wife was telling me the other day, said in her team, there are cities department inside clearing. In her team, they told her that they won and they gave them money. And that money was enough for her Christmas. And it still remained. Don't talk to me like that. Don't look at me like that. But what I want to talk about, that man that talked, he also talked about it. But I'll just take something there. I was trying to say something there on emotional intelligence. I want you to know that you're going to be faced with challenges. You must develop to the extent that no matter what happens around you, it does not move you. Did you hear me? Because you are not a leader by talking. You are a leader by action. When there is serious difficulty, can you stand? The MD is telling you somebody stole his money. He's still able to talk to you. It wasn't like this before. He has grown above challenges. So you must grow above challenges. You're going to face with a lot of things. You must be resilient if you actually want to be a leader. Grow yourself. Develop yourself. If you know your weakness, work on your weakness. Did you hear me, everybody here? Work on your weakness. If your weakness is to talk, work on it. If your weakness is little thing, you are crying, you are shaking, you need to work on yourself. Because if you don't really develop yourself like that, there'll be problem. You discover that people will keep on canceling you even in your workplace. No, it's not good. You be strong enough that you are given the responsibility that you are ready. And let me say this before I move to the fourth point. That you are working does not mean you are performing well. I want to get that. That you are working does not mean you are performing well. what the proof that you are working is the success that we are able to see in what you are doing. Many people that think that they are working, they are not working. They are just busybody. The next one I want us to look into before we look at one or two things that I hand over the mouth. If you really want to develop yourself, to develop the culture of excellence in the workplace, please, I want you to understand this. Everywhere, the leadership must instill a pioneer mentality in everybody. Yeah. Okay. It's very, very, the leadership must instill it in everybody. Because as the company is expanding, there are people who are supposed to start a department. And if you don't have that mentality, you discover, you would think that they have reduced you. For instance, now they just take you from here and say, now go to Benin. You say, but this kind of manager, they bring me down to this level. No, there's no bringing down. A management can decide that you are a general manager and say, go ahead, just a nation. And what is it trying to do? Is trying to instill something into you that you need to develop yourself more. Did you get what I'm saying? You need to develop yourself more. You need to work on yourself more. See, never you be ashamed of your new position. Make up your mind to bring a change there. I hope you're all hearing what I'm saying. There are some departments that is very pronounced. There are some that is not pronounced. Anywhere you are, do your work well. You must have this understanding that if you cannot start a thing, people always rejoice over what people start. Have you not seen people like that? They are happy. But you must grow to the extent when you yourself as an individual, you are able to start something. It will help you. It will what? It will help you. Develop yourself in that area. That's why it's good. At most 2 years, it starts to be transferred for the position in the east. So that it can grow and know more things. Can grow to know more. You cannot just be in the same department for years. It's not the best. It will not help you. They need to shake you. They need to put, make you to understand that, okay, when you do this, do that, do this, do this, you discover that it's going to help you. Because you're not going to work here all the days of your life. That is the truth. When you are 60 now, I don't know, they may retire you. But you have to retire to the fire. So everything you learn here is going to help you. Whether they want to slap you, whether they want somebody lied against you, whether they want that somebody said, I'm the one that do it, and you know that you are the one that actually did the work. All those ones, they are training, building you to be a good pioneer somebody tomorrow who can start anything. So you must develop yourself. If you are going to manifest the culture of excellence, you must develop yourself. Now, if we are operating the spirit of excellence or a kind of excellent culture and organization, what are the things that we just see that will just be happening? Number one, there will be zero tolerance to error. You will discover that there will not be much error because we are following the full culture of the place, and somebody else who's a member of my team is able to tell me that this one you are doing is wrong, let's do it this way, there will not be error. And that is why it is not good for you to cover people. Because when you cover people, you are not helping them. You need to help people to know. You don't need to help people and destroy them. What am I trying to say in a sense that you discover that when this culture, we are really manifesting this culture in an organization, you discover there will not be really error. There will not be really error. People will be manifesting this spirit of excellence. You discover everyone will be doing their work very well. Did you hear what I'm saying? And number two, there will not be too much of eye service. I try to run it. There are many, but let me just run. There will not be too much of eye service because everybody is pursuing the goal. Everybody is saying, how will I do this thing to make sure that, by the end of the day, that we have a good company. Do you understand? So you will discover that even in your life as a person, even in the company, you discover that things will just be moving on well. There will not be side talk. Everybody will be working. And as I said earlier, you will discover that everyone will be well focused on their job. Be well focused on their job. You discover people are not after. You see, when there is a good environment to work, where the spirit of excellence is actually working, you discover you don't motivate people to come to work. They motivate themselves to come. Are you understand what I'm saying? That's point number 4. There will be that self-motivation. You will not drag people. You see them doing their work perfectly well. If this is 8 o'clock, you see them coming by 7:30. Because they are motivated. The environment has actually motivated them. Their line manager, whoever, has motivated them. And they want to make sure they do their work very well. That self-motivation will be there. I always tell people that if you are motivated to work, it's an evidence you don't know what you are doing. If you are being motivated by an individual, you have not done your work, then they should just sack you. You're not ready for the job. Self-motivation is very important when in an environment of excellence, you discover that people, they motivate themselves to work. And I want you to also know that in an excellent environment, you discover that people hardly make mistakes. They hardly make mistakes. Why? Because they know their brain is correct. Most mistake from people is because their mind is not okay. Do you understand? The environment is not peaceful enough for them to think well. There is no idiot on earth. Everyone is powerful. Everyone, there is something that God has put in everyone that can make you to be outstanding. Nobody is useless. Tell yourself, I cannot be useless in this place. Nobody is useless. Everybody is. God created us, create you with the spirit of excellence in you that will differentiate you from others. The last one, where the spirit of excellence is, positive decisions are made. Positive decisions are made. You discover positive decisions. These people, oh my God, you see somebody making good decisions. I may refer to somebody in the Holy Scripture. His name is called Daniel. In Daniel chapter 1, verse 8, he said something. He said, and Daniel proposed his heart not to eat the king's meat. He made a positive decision that I will not destroy. I will not be like others. Did you understand what I'm saying? I will not destroy this place. I will not eat what others are eating. I will not steal the way others are stealing. Did you hear me, somebody here? I will not destroy this company the way others want to destroy. Positive decision. And let me tell you also. Okay, let me just add to where the culture of excellence is manifesting, you will discover the people will be 10 times better than others. That this company will be 10 times better than every other company that is doing the same business. Do you understand what I'm saying now? We saw that in the life of Daniel also, that they were 10 times better than other people. Why? Because there was an excellent spirit that was manifested. There was a culture that they operate on that was different from every other person's culture. And now all of them, you can see they were 10 times better. So where, with the culture of excellence, we are actually manifesting it in our place of work. All of our competitors, you discover they can never near where we are. Because the staff will be well present, the staff will behave well. Their value is different from other people because they are coming from a well culture, in a well cultured company. They know how to stand, they know how to talk to people, they know how to behave. They are not behaving like others. Is it clear to everybody here? They will be 10 times better than others. And the last one, you will discover, even in the same life of that man in the back. So I have to bring this one in. Whether you are a Christian believer, you are a believer, or you are a Muslim. Also in Quran, I've read Quran because if you're a pastor and don't read Quran, you don't know how to preach. I read Quran. Daniel is also in Quran. There's a way they put it. It's not the way they put it. It is where the Bible. Now you will discover that they were looking for a fault. They were looking for a fault in Daniel. They did not see fault. That talks about, lastly, in the place where the spirit of excellence is manifesting, there is good characters. You discover people has they are clean, so to say. They couldn't see fault in him. They tried. In his work, it was perfect. Excellence bring perfection in your work. You discover you will hardly, as I said before, make mistake. You will hardly see yourself making errors because there's a spirit that is working in you that is different from other people. There's a kind of culture that your MD have imbibed in you. You have decided, I want to live this way. Are you hearing me, somebody? This is how I want to live. You will make up your mind that I'm going to be different. And they can never see any fault in you. Did you hear me? That is my prayer for you as a pastor, that you be faultless. That your work will be, if there is no excellence, if there is no perfection in your work, there is no excellence. If your character is still, negative character, wrong attitude is still no. You are not even making, you are not able to help yourself. So what am I saying in essence is that as we begin to manifest this culture of excellence in this place, as we develop it, these are the benefits that you are going to enjoy. And I believe this year will be better than last year. Thank you.
All right. Okay. When you have someone, when I was telling him, his spirit was already, I think I mentioned to him that the topic earlier. So I didn't even know he was already even preparing. But then that day, after I've taken my time, I was looking for who to cap it up on excellence. And I said, there's no other person that have that spirit of excellence than Chris. He has a spirit of excellence. And there are people I've met in life, and then you see sometimes they just bound to you, and you become, that's over when Abule Egba that time, and I used to come from there to work in VI. 2021. Yeah, I entered Lagos Millennium. No, we came in before Millennium. I went back to Lagos. 2000. 2001. Yes, Millennium. So not 2021. Yes. You see me, that's why I'm going in the history. It was 1999 I came into Lagos. Brought my family, we came into Lagos. So I had to go back to Benin City to cross into the Millennium, and there were a lot of everybody thought all the computer will shut down. Hey, there were a lot of things. So I remember that entering into the year, even in the outside, we have to do it in an open feed. We have a kind of an open feed, and then I drove back to Lagos after that. 2000. 2000. We are in 2024. So 24 years ago. Oh, 25. We are just entering the year. Okay, 20. We have the year is still big. This is 20. Well, me and him 24 years ago. But I've entered Lagos properly. I was coming in and going. 1999. Where were many of you? So, anyway, we are trying to buy back time now. So, let me set this thing back to gallery. Do I ask you to stand up a bit? I think you should stand up a bit because we are not going to give any excuse. I didn't ask you to move anywhere. Those of you here and those of you outside the country, please, everybody, just stand on your feet. Stand up on your feet. Stand up on your feet. Stand up on your feet. And I'm going to, when I start this presentation, I might talk for a while. You'll be standing. Then I will ask you to sit because we have a lot we want to achieve today, and we are behind time. Pastor Chris, thank you very much for that presentation. Thank you. Thank you for praying along with us. He's one of those who's praying along with me for this company, for every one of you. He talked to some of you, and some of his members are my staff, like I told you. The man and the woman marrying. They are already marrying, but they will finish the journey. Not the finished journey, because marriage is a beginning, but they are, they've done the traditional. When Blackie meet Yellow, what will they born? Who is Blackie? The man is Blackie. The woman is Yellow. They born chocolate. Hey, it's now my people are looking at them. Okay, are they really Blackie and chocolate? It's Paulina, not Yellow. It's Yellow. Then in those days we used to call them Yellow. Then you call the man Blackie, come here. Yeah, Blackie. Look, he's asking himself whether he's black. Look at him now. He's even wearing black. Okay. So, we want to thank God for Reverend Chris, and the name of his church is Excellent Christian Bible Church, and excellence is a spirit. Once you develop the spirit of excellence is not an end in itself. It's not an end. It's something you must be in it. And if you listen to the video clip, I will share some of them later. It's something you strive to continuously do. You want to be the best. How many of you will sit on a chair if you know that chair was made by somebody who was just 50% excellent? You'll be afraid that chair can scatter and break. Especially Rachel. Will you sit on a chair that you know that we just scatter? Bam. There's only dining chair in your apartment too. Admin went to go and use nail to hold it. I don't know how they held it to. If you sit on it and you drag with your, some people are like this. Daniel especially. Have you seen Daniel sitting down in the office? We will give Daniel a rubber chair now. It's always dragging the chair. It's always dragging. If the chair was made by a carpenter that is 50%, they say the efficiency of that chair 50%. If you just break, he has broken some of our chairs. So the other person that could have broken our chair, but we gave him a strong iron chair is Emeka. These are people that in the evening they days heavy swallow. I called Emeka one day. Me, I'm not eating, no. I sent him on message. And he knew that he was on speaker and people are with me. Be careful how you answer me on phone. Sir, I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry. I must eat food right now. And he was with faith. Oh, another good eater. There was there's a restaurant in there. I think is that Benin. You know, they like, you see people queue up. I think it was that place he must have gone to. They carried my Mohave, you know, so I allowed them to go and cruise. They were enjoying. These people. Hey, Modesta was also one of them. They enjoyed, you know. So sometimes it's good to enjoy your work anyway. But then this year is going to be good for us. You know, we'll have more time to go out. You know, actually, I arranged that car that they can be using it to go to Togo and Benin, so they don't have to be. You know, that road is sometimes very stressful, and we don't fly. So I arranged that they should be using it. Though sometimes they overdo it. They'll be burning petrol. You know those places. That's where you buy petrol in a bottle. They sell the petrol for you in a bottle. Just like now, we have also started selling our electricity in bottle. We now ration light. When you are leaving one room, you switch it off. Otherwise, the 30,000 you buy now, to finish. So this year, we have to do some things differently. Differently. Everybody say, let's do things differently this year. I'm not hearing you. I'm watching those in Côte d'Ivoire. They didn't say it. I said, let's do things differently.
Let's do things differently.
Great. I want to hear you. You know, Côte d'Ivoire also, God bless us last year. We moved into our own building. And they're also in a place where the twin tower of 4 floors of 20 apartments. RGS occupying 5. And then we have turned some to our apartment, you know. And from this January, they will also be managing it directly. So it's a business. We told somebody to come and manage. He said he will collect 20%. I said, why we don't even pay me 20%? Therefore, I said, we manage the property ourselves. That 20% you want to, we were paying the previous person 6%. This one say he won't collect 20%. I said from now on. So that better sit up. I told the wife, if you don't do well, just when you want to sit down, remove the chair, make it for grand. You have to wake up. We have to wake up. If I tell Blessing to manage that place, everybody will hear it. You will pay your rent on time. So, Blessing, when you give Blessing anything to do, she's excellent. You know, she was in Burkina Faso. She was excellent. In Côte d'Ivoire, at first they were scaring her, but maybe she realized that this is nothing. Oh, she don't cry to anybody again. She doesn't cry. She doesn't talk anymore. She's excellent. As you see her also dress her hair, she dresses excellently. She's also piloting ROGS work excellently. So I hope Modesta will also copy from that. You know, another set of people that have given me joy in 2024 is those in NOC. Oh, put your hands together for them now, eh? Are you selfish with your clap? They've done before. They used to trouble me. Hey, sir, this attendance machine is also problem here. But now they don't complain anymore. They don't complain anymore. No wonder the guy can even have eye to go and, as you are preaching, he's looking at Paulina. So, well, so much for the comedy. We are ready to work. I'll just gisting you anyway. So I'm ready for my presentation. Don't sit down here too. Don't sit down. It's on purpose. I'm just doing comedy to entertain you. You pay me for it after we finish. I've not started. I'm just making gist so that you guys can all be relaxed. Okay. I hope you're all having a wonderful time. So we are going to have the next session. Please, you can be seated. Stand up again. Sit down. The way people in Côte d'Ivoire are doing it, they are very slow. Stand up again. Oh yeah, raise up your two hands. Stretch it. Yes. Oh yeah, turn this way. Turn the other way. Oh yeah, wave it. Oh, yeah, wave it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Then you can sit down now. I just want you to stretch yourself. Oh, you want to play that one for us? No. No. I want to move to the next topic. We are behind time, 30 minutes behind time. Okay, so please be seated. We want to quickly move on to the third program for the day. All right, so and mastery in the workplace. Mastery in the workplace. Please sit down, take out your biro, take your pen, and then write. We're going to I need this thing to work. Just a minute. All right, mastery in the workplace. Please be seated in Abidjan there. Get a seat, get your biro, get a pen. Let everybody, please, no movement this time. I'm going to try to run through. Mastery in the workplace. She had to wake up to go and boil the egg you put with each here. And then go back. So some people didn't sleep well. They are still doing mata. Even when Reverend Chris was talking, Sonia was closing her eyes. So if you feel tired, you can just stroll to the back, and then stand, because everybody, we all need to catch it. So please have your biro pen and your write. I hope everybody is in here. Okay, mastery. What is mastery? We've tried to define it over and over. We have spoken about it. But like I said, actually, the main theme of our program is mastery, because many of you have been doing work, and there's some things you're doing, but you have not mastered it. It was actually when I was thinking about Samuel admin manager. That was when the inspiration for this topic, for this team came. He needs to master some things. He needs to master it. Some of you have mastered some things. Kiola is very good in what he does, but mastery is something you don't even finalize in. Ngozi has been doing HR right from where she was actually working. She was working on the Huawei side and always relating with us until I think the marriage took her out, and then she had to now come on this. Came on this side to they were actually on the Huawei side managing RGS, Qualiserve, Lightning and all of that. We're doing HR services, and that's where we knew. And then marriage took her out, and then she now had to move to Lagos, and then that's when we have to bring her on our side to, and then she walked for a while. Then before she left again to go and take care of children, and then after a while, she's back on board. She's been doing HR for years, and actually in the HR practice, you can call her. She's supposed to be an HR specialist. So when there was even that who will be at the point I had to tell her, look, stop thinking of HR, think of it as a business. So so that every time they're always calling me for, come on, they want to do this, they want to do this in NOC. I said, so now expand your scope beyond HR operations to human resources as a business. And the NOC actually is a business. So in NOC there, Keola is the project director, and then she's the general manager, NOC business. And both of them, they are the senior management team that runs that place, and they've done excellently well. God has been gracious. So this year or last year, I was less stressed. He has people who work with them, and I've given them all they needed, all the human, and but thank God, they will keep needing more. Abi, where is she? Okay, all right. So mastery. I'm trying to relate it home. HR, you have to master it. You have to master what you're doing. Blessing or even Zibai, you have to master it. You must get to the point where when you are driving, I can sleep. Just sleep, rest, knowing that the master of the steering is on the steering. Not like those who will take the steering, then I will not sleep and be holding my chair. Will I hold my seat if Daniel was the one driving me? That's not his main duty. But going the extra mile sometimes means that he can actually take steering. He did that during Shalom's wedding. He has to take the steering. We needed so many cars on the road, and we had to take out some people. There was a guy who took steering, and the boy I refused that he should not. Prince took steering, and the car heard the sound. Sorry, I mentioned him. I mentioned him not because I want to. It's to also scold you. He drives, he drives. He drives, but when he took the Mohave was not crying. So the next time I have to give the car to somebody else to drive, or is it the guy is doing I for me, so I don't mention his name. Namdi. The first time he took him on my Land Cruiser, I was hearing bah! Hey, bah! I said, what happened? He's changing gear on automatic. Do you change car on automatic? He want to sweep. The next time I ban him from ever driving my Land Cruiser. His leg was very far from the brake. There you have to put leg on the brake. So I don't know who is taller. Ziba, is Ziba taller than Nnamdi? But yeah, even though he's tall, but mastery. I'm looking for her to bring it home to you. Accounting work. Are you a master? You make mistakes with figures and those things. Yes, he has said something which in the first all those video presentations, people can make mistake. Abi, you can make mistake. But when something becomes a perpetual mistake, it's not acceptable. There are some things that should not be allowed. When you pay somebody twice, Abi, in Cote d'Ivoire once, it was the period Rachel was there. I asked them, pay. Because we were trying to beat Huawei's, they said staffs are always complaining. Before I knew it, there were double payments. Some were paid from UBA, some were paid from GT Bank. Then I started seeing a lot reverse. The people were paying the money back into our account, And let me not talk too much on all that. I just want us to understand that, like what Kespo displayed this morning, he tried, he's learning. He's not even his feed per se. He's not an IT person. It's just that he took passion in it. I was just calling. When I was calling outside the country, I needed Daniel to to meet people, and I said, okay, Kespo and Kazim were the interface when he started putting those things. So Kespo took interest, and then so he does, But the IT people, I couldn't trust the IT person. If I call them, they might go and scatter the whole thing. But Kespo has tried, even though he's doing like Richie and playing with all the special effects, But it's excitement. Richard does it a lot. If Richard sits down by you and sees a new thing, she'll be playing with it. So that's what. So he has not really failed, and I think we'll keep him there in the department. But you will not be the key driver. All right. So every one of us, including myself, we need to pay attention to this topic because we need it. Mastery. Even my IT yoga, mastery. You have not yet mastered it too. Because actually, yes, you are not, it's not his core, Abi. It's the telecom, something like that, but he's overseeing. So, because right now, since last year, they tasked you people with collecting 85 laptops, Abi, putting them together. Up to now, you have not mastered it. You need to get that 85. Why we say go sell, trade, and you understand that I don't want to talk too much. But you understand, we are speaking in language. You understand that you are supposed to have done it by now. And so that guy can supply. So there is something for us to master. Jude, don't log in with sound, please. I know you're using 2 laptops in some of those countries. Please, one of them should log out and log in without sound. Okay. All right. Mastery. Quickly, we're going to run. Mastery refers to having great skill at something or total dominance over something. Total dominance. The master of arts, master of, character, master of, chess. Is the master, total dominance over something. So if you're having great skill at something, if you are fluent in French, you have a mastery of that language. That's you have a, If you win every game of chess, you show a mastery of the game. So mastery is from the word master. Master is the master. The master over everything is my Savior, Jesus. Anyway, mastery is from the word master. Someone who is knowledgeable about a subject, like a master painter. Painter is not those who are painting building. No. Master, those painting, they paint, you can paint human face. Somebody can act, somebody can stay here now, I'll be painting Sonia's face on the wall. He will be looking this way, but painting Sonia's face. Before you know it, he has painted it. I've seen a man who turned a wall upside down and he was painting. When it was through, he did it in this present house. When he turned the picture around, it was a beautiful art. So mastery from, the synonym of mastery is the authority of a master. You have dominion. B, the upper hand in a contest of a competition. You have superiority, ascendancy. Another word of synonym for it is a possession or display of great skill or technique. You have great technique. Then you have a great skill. You have a knowledge of, you command it. It makes one master of a subject. You have a command over it. That's synonym. Synonym helps you to get a more brighter aspect of any word. That's why when I'm writing, I just look for the synonym of that word. Okay. So what is mastery? We cannot define mastery without first defining proficiency. Proficiency is the efficiency of doing that thing. Proficiency, that's why we want to go and talk about, efficient, excellent, efficient, excellent, efficient. excellent, efficient. You understand me? That's why we have to take those foundations. Proficiency is from the Latin verb proficere, which means accomplishment or progress. It's accomplishment, it's progress. Keep making progress. So accomplishment in the education setting is generally described as reaching an established performance benchmark. For example, if we say that 60% is the benchmark to pass, to move from year 1 to year 2. Most universities, they set 40% as benchmark. Some universities set 40%, some schools set 50%. That's why I was asking you, somebody got 50%, and the person is a nurse, he qualified with 50%. Will you allow the person to continuously treat you? No. See, so the education just gives you the learning. I mean, the theoretical knowledge. The practice is where you now master it. You master it. You master it. You know, okay. So mastery is of a greater depth than proficiency. It's of greater depth than proficiency. It connotes knowledge at a much deeper level. It is the point at which a student have not only met specific benchmark, because specific benchmark is just minimum, but also gain a complete understanding of the content and can consistently demonstrate the skill. It can consistently demonstrate, not once, not a little, consistently demonstrate that skill. Although I may have reached the minimum level of proficiency to pass the test, which is what I'm talking about in school setting, I haven't completely mastered the skill needed to truly college and to be truly and career ready. You are not college ready, you are not career ready. Like I told you, a nurse who gets 60%, he has passed. But is the person really career ready? Is a pilot who gets 50%. An accountant who got 50%, is he really career ready? An IT person who got 50%, is he really career ready? You saw it now in the display of what we do. My people got some percentage. They were learning it, but they have not mastered it. Kespo as example. Some of you, if they send you to school of catering, when they bring you out to come and cook, maybe when you cook the first time, too much salt. Second time, no salt. Third time, too much pepper. If I had heard of story of some people in Lagos, some of those guys, they go to a bar not to go and buy soup and put in their fridge. They cannot make some soup. There was a day somebody said his girlfriend to make food. When he entered there, the water was swimming one way. It was melon soup. The melon was, it didn't even grind them. Yes. And some of you, can you cook melon soup? Hey, Modesta, can you cook melon soup? I'm trying to sort of. All right. So, what does mastery look like? You know, you have to know how something is before you can know it. What does it look like? Proficiency can be hard to quantify without looking at examples from the world around us. So, first example, Odell Beckham Jr. Some of you who are into sports, you will remember him. He has mastered the art of one-handed catch. He's a goalkeeper. If you are a football fan, you've heard of Beckham and his unique catches. Through hard work, dedication, and determination, three things: hard work, dedication, and determination, he first became proficient in catching a football before mastering the art of catching a football with one hand. You know, goalkeepers always learn to catch, the catch. But from there, he now went on to learn how to catch ball when they shoot at him with one hand. with one. He kept, you know, here we don't have some of those things. There they have machine that will be shooting ball at you, in the goalpost. They're shooting ball at you, shooting ball at you. So he was catching. And now learned how to catch it with one hand. Can you catch ball, sir? The game you should have planned would be football. All the female RGS staff would play against the male RGS staff. Let's see who will win. Or admin department to play against NOC. Or let's select the men with big belly. Play against the female. Who will win? Emeka at the post. No. But Pelumi at the post. Emeka in strike. Captain by Coyote. Then Ngozi leaked in the female team. Who will win? I think next year boot camp should arrange a football match. Or this December actually, to be too far. Let's try a novelty match. Let's see where I'll pay for the jersey. And I will not be referee. Okay, let's go on with that. This is second example. Jimi Hendrix is described by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as arguably the greatest instrumentalist in rock and roll history. Even so, when 15 years old, Harris, when for 15 years he picked up a guitar, he had a long way to go before he mastered it. Of note, Hendrix was naturally left-handed. He's a left-handed guy. So you see that he plays, but to appease his father, because his father now insisted that he must play with right hand, he had to learn how to play with right hand. So eventually he learned to play both-handed and could simply flip right-hand guitars over to play left-handed. How is that for mastery? He mastered it. He's a left-handed guitarist, but his father insisted he must play right hand. So before you know, he was flipping. I mean. There's one man who used to display and play guitar in those days when we were young. Savito Wifo. Guitar boy. Yeah. And he caps and makes his guitar himself. And as playing it, you roll it, man. You display with it. Just like Michael Jackson, all those their legs, They mastered it. Which one have you mastered? What are the 3 steps to mastery? 1, modeling. Model someone who has already achieved what you want. You can literally compress years into days by having the right mentor. That's what it means. You have a mentor, someone who has accomplished what you want, what you have done, that thing you are looking at. Get a mentor, get someone who has accomplished it, and then start to follow and learn from what the person has achieved. Then total immersion is the second step. You immerse yourself into it. You have to totally immerse yourself into the thing you are trying to master. Let me tell you why I did boot camp, that all of us must come together. And I ask you to wake up 5:30 and we close, so that we can compress ourselves into it. You want to fly in an aircraft, they put all of us inside one box called aeroplane. And then we fly. Okay, so total immersion. Get into it. No distraction, nothing. You focus on it. Like I told you, for me to prepare this thing, I had to shock myself. I was in the office. I left my house. I stayed in the office alone. 2 full days. It was after all those things that passed anyway. I didn't allow myself to distract. I realized this boot camp must hold. I will not allow any of those kind of distractions. I took myself out and prepared. Total immersion. Then number 3 is spaced repetition. You must keep repeating, but you put some space in between. You are learning how to play something, instrument. You play it, you go back. You play it, you go back. You play it, you go back. I learned how to play a guitar. I learned how to play keyboard. Spaced repetition. You must keep repeating. You repeat, you repeat, you repeat, you repeat. What you consistently repeat in practice, you perfect in it. You perfect in it. You can fall, you can fail, but you don't stop there. You keep repeating it. How to develop masteries. Here are some tips. 1, set clear goals. Set clear goals. Like we have vision and mission for the year, for our OGS. These are goals. Set clear goals. There's a saying, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Everybody say it. If you fail to plan, I didn't hear you say if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Let all admin departments say if you fail to plan. I didn't hear you somewhere. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Let all the PA people say it. If you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Let all the females say if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. Let all the men say if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. That means you plan. You must plan. You must plan. Plan, plan, plan. Plan, 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 plan. Even as a single man, plan, plan. As a single lady, plan ahead. Plan, plan, plan. Otherwise, you meet one bobo, single man. If you are not careful, you meet one girl that shake your head, you will finish all your pocket. Plan, 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 plan. Daniel, plan, plan. Wesley, plan. Don't let anybody use your head to shave their destiny. You know. That is one person will come with pull lipstick here, and then you forget your mother at home. Okay. Practice consistently. That's the second step. Practice that thing consistently. We've been learning Excel. It's not on, I decided I must take something that all of us must relate to it. That's why I said Excel will come back, Then I say you must go back and practice it consistently, not once in a while. Some of you start some things, you stop. You must consistently practice it. Say consistently practice it. I didn't hear you, Emeka. Say consistently practice it. Taiwo, say consistently practice it. Unamdi, say consistently practice it. Yes, those in Côte d'Ivoire, say consistently practice it. You must do it often. Do it. Until unconsciously you are. Anyway, I'm jumping to the last. Then, number 3 step is seek feedback. Don't get shy to get feedback, from others who are more experienced in your field. Be open and practical. Seek feedback. Let them tell you. Those in your field, though, not those who are competing with you, not those lower than you. Don't want to seek feedback from those lower than you. Don't want to see people who are competing with you. They will discourage you. Don't. You understand me? They will tell you lies because they don't want you to move. But those who are higher than you, they will tell you the truth. If you are married now, if you want your marriage to succeed, you are a young married woman. Don't go and forget all those your single girls or single friends. Don't follow them. In fact, dissociate yourself from them. They should not be your best friend. You should look for those who have succeeded in their marriage, not divorcee, not separated, not those who are not in their husband's houses, not those who are not subjecting themselves and honoring them. Look for those who have succeeded. Say, please advise me, lead me, guide me. And this is what I want to do. You see, right? I want to buy a wig of 400,000 naira. You see, okay? I want to do birthday for my anything, seek advice from the, even the young men, don't look for, because you go and talk to all these boys, they tell you, let's go and party, party, they party, and they party it away. That's what happened to the prodigal son now. He went to follow his friends, and instead of looking for elderly people that will tell him how to invest, how to work, and how to succeed. Okay. to seek feedback. You open and okay, there are 4 distinct stages of mastery. Number 1, you are a novice. That's the beginning stage. Novice. A novice or an apprentice is by definition new to a job. Is a novice. Is an apprentice. Okay. And that's the first stage. The second one is you are a competent. You are a journeyman. You know, people they join journeyman. You know, you are competent worker. You can perform job and tasks to a basic standard, journeyman. You know. Then from there, you move on to become experienced. This is where it gets really interesting. You become experienced because from from consistent practice, consistently doing the same thing over and over, you gain experience. Then number 4, you become master. You are an expert. Masters and experts create new knowledge. You know, there you discover some things other people have not. You find new way of doing that thing. You find other ways of doing it, you know, exceptionally. Like the Excel was saying, as you practice those things, addition, you know, and all of those things, you now find new ways, new formulas, new things that, and that's why he told you, said there are new things still coming out. Is that not what Akela said yesterday? And you'll get to understand it today. Practice it, practice Excel, practice that your craft, practice what you are doing. If you drive, practice it. You are not fully there yet. Practice. HR, practice. There are new ways of doing things. They are bringing AI into it now. There's a way to do it. There's a way to merge it. There's a way to become still. I mean, get job done more efficiently. Practice it. Okay. Beyond competence is the journey to mastery that counts. You know, many of us say we are competent. Competence is not enough. That you are competent is not enough. Yes, competence can get you a job, but it is mastery that makes you grow further, get increment, get increase. You were competent to pass the interview, but have you mastered? Mastery. Have you mastered? Mastery is something that you need to do. Okay. So, what is the skill of mastery? Skill mastery describes the ability to perform component skills fluently and know when and where to apply them appropriately. Skill mastery is described the ability to perform component skills fluently. Fluently, you perform them. You know, fluently. Are you fluent in what you do? The component part of that thing, can you identify them and do them well? And then, can you apply them appropriately? Who is the person doing matter there from that kitchen? Come and sit down. Matter. Donald, don't let them rob you of your glory. Don't let them call you again. There's a race to be won. There's a song they sing that time. There's a race to be won. Abi? There are awards to be collected. Don't let Sonia rob you of it. 5 steps to achieve mastery. Some of you will come and tell me, sir, you mentioned 5 steps, 4 steps, 3 steps. You see many steps. But you see, if you go and check, they are in different component parts. Okay. 5 steps to achieve mastery. 1, seek an instructor. Seek an instructor. And you so seek someone that is more knowledgeable than you. All my IT people, seek an instructor. Seek an instructor. Like now, Daniel has come to teach people something. Now, seek knowledge. Seek an instructor. See someone that is higher. Zibai, stop being. No, okay, it's not Zibai. It's this young man. Leave that place. Come and sit there. From now, leave there. Come and sit there. I want to be seeing you. He's a very hard-working guy, but I also want to make sure they don't grind him like they did to one young man in Abidjan. He was very hardworking, but now they made him to always run. Before you know, by next year, nothing is inside him anymore. Dare, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! He used to work very hard. That's why blessing found. Oh, that's how you found blessing. But now, you are sleep. You are becoming a sleeping giant. Wake up! Wake up, Daddy. He used to be my right hand man, but something has happened to him, so we have to. I don't know whether is it the love that is becoming so sweet. The woman is rubbing the hair so much that when you wake up in the morning, you're doing. Okay, wake up. As I'm talking, I'm remembering people, because as I was doing appraisal and giving various things, I'm just remembering people. Okay. So seek an instructor. If you want to master a skill, it's vital to find a good mentor or coach who can offer you expert advice and guidance. Look for a good mentor. Look for a good coach who can offer you expert advice and guidance. Number 2, practice constantly. Practice makes perfect. Everybody say it. Practice make perfect. Say it again. Practice make. Say it again. Say it again. Abby John, say it again. Burkina Faso, say it again. Practice makes perfect. Edorongo, let me hear you. Practice makes perfect. Put their video on, let me see them. Burkina Faso, where is Jude? Practice makes. Uyi and Co in South Africa. Can I hear you? Practice makes perfect. Yes, it makes perfect. Then number 3, surrender. Surrender. Surrender to that thing you want to learn. Surrender. Surrender. You know, when you want to learn swimming, for example, it's not to be using your leg to prepare yourself. You think it's easy? You think it's easy to use your leg inside water? To stay inside water, just surrender. Surrender to it. Surrender to it. So give yourself, that's what it means, in totality to it. You want to become a cook, surrender to it. Just, it's like you die to it. Surrender to it. Until that thing you become that thing becomes you. You understand me? Surrender to it. Then number 4, be intentional. Actually, I think you must be intentional before you actually surrender, but whichever one comes first. Be intentional. Many of us are not intentional about what we want to become or about that job. Sometimes some of you want to do the job 50-50. I don't try. No way, don't accept it. I try. I try. I try small. God did not make you small. I try small. God make you just praise me small now. Seek to be the best. Seek that there is no flaw. Strive towards perfection. Be intentional about being the best. Be intentional about being the best. Be intentional about being the best. Don't allow, other people, around you deter you. Be intentional. One of you wrote me, says, I'm studying AI. Doing it. Yes, be intentional. Whether people like it or not, whether people are doing it or not, you just be for the good, for the good. Don't be intentional for evil. The one that was intentional to evil now, he did prison. Even yesterday when they were questioning, he was doing eye for the lawyer. He never beat time, never suffered issue. That's what I told. I said, there's no one make a good prison. I said, he must go. I want to make it see. He use my money, buy 2 Jeep, build house, he buy land. Abba, hey, I go no. That's what my first daughter said. Said they are your own. You take it. The lawyer. And the father-in-law was saying, he doesn't know what's happening. You're joking with 4 years J term. and you pay 4 billion Guinea francs. You'll be in prison. Beg Oga for me. Let him have mercy. I said, but this young man needs to learn lesson. Teach him lesson. Teach him lesson. Teach him lesson. That's for bad. But for good, there are also some of you we must reward today. Some of you, I've praised the Pelumi here now. I've praised, you know, that many people have done here. You think I'll go and buy one good, I came here and celebrated, I can say, oh, but it was I went to go and look for the phone. I told them, buy that, bring it for me. So yeah, give to him. Even the charger, we even buy the charger joint. You know the phone don't come with charger. And we buy that, even that small, we buy and join. Buy them. Come and give. Kayode, you do well. Take. So somebody tell me, say, na allow you both talk. Say the phone or they talk language. But for me, I say the phone, they do 13 languages. So, okay. Anyway, let's go to, sorry. You know, when you're with your people, you talk too much. Be intentional. Then number 5, commit to self-improvement. Sonia, tell Jessica, commit to self-improvement. Oh yeah, 2 of you talk to each other. Commit to self. Oh yeah, tell your neighbor, tell the person next to you, commit to self-improvement. Now, last year we talked about improvement, but people don't understand what we're talking about. They meant maybe to want to learn other things. So some of them are no longer with me. Improve yourself in this job you are doing. Emeka, all the certification you get in now to improve your job, to open your eye more. Man, not a thief under you. Improve yourself. Blessing. Improve self-improvement in your HRO practice. So that they won't be, every time they call you, Rachel must go for the meeting. Oh, Rachel, I need Rachel to be in the meeting. I need Mecca to go home to the meeting. You are more than enough. You are the David of your generation. You know, David went to meet Goliath. I told you that story now when I came to Abidjan last time. I'm talking to you, Blessing. Yes, this is especially for you. I said, the Goliath was very tall and big. Yes, you are like that. You know what I'm talking about. You know, even though you might look small, but you're not small, you're mighty. And then he took David down. He took Goliath down. You have 5 stones. Blessing, you have it. You have 5 stones. And you have it. You have it in you. You have it. Nothing should shake you. He said it. You are not a mediocre. God has put you are not ordinary. There's an exceptional thing inside each one of you. All of you looking at me. Yes, you are not. So stop. Don't think of yourself as small, as a mediocre. No. You have not tapped enough of the resources that is inside your brain. Wake up. There's a giant inside of you. Wake up. This year. Don't put limit on yourself. Small me. Who told you are small? You are a great you. You are a giant in the inside. Wake up the giant in you. There are things you have. You can do it. That job, you can be exceptional. You can do a job of 20 people together. Samuel did it. Samuel did it in 2023 to 2024. He was there. He did not go home. Hey! Then some people came and whisper, the old apostle. I've told you, you came to boss them. Then you are listening to the advice of people you came to boss. They want to drag you to their level. When the journey is ahead, when there's a glory to be won, that your head that is shining is not shining for nothing. No. You think, hey, on my head. On my head. Hey, when you should be soaring high now, then they drag you to their level because we're far. You don't go far. You got 50% raise. Then say by God. And now they tell us, small, now small that they do. They don't carry out. Now small. This your gaffy just sack you, make you go your house. They just put fear for your heart. Hey! You allow that fear to enter your heart. Hey! You just got, you were already propelling. Suddenly they are giving you old wife feebles. Or Gaffy just sack you. You just go house, see food so they take care of your children. Who told you that? Have you seen a man who is exceptional that they will say go home? No way. When by now you should be saying, give me this mountain. Or God, send me to this place. I'll go and do this and come back. Wake up! Somebody help me shout on it. Say, Samuel, wake up! Same thing with Dare. Dare used to be so exceptional. Then suddenly he started growing cold. Wake up! Is he hearing me? Is Dare hearing me? I throw stone give you. Nah, no, I didn't plan it. Now God say make I tell you. Commit to self-improvement on that your job. Seek to become better in that job. Seek to be better. Seek to be better. Seek to be better. Any area that you work, do a SWOT analysis on yourself. Remember one time we did SWOT when we were in that building. Analyze yourself. Any area of weakness, work on that thing. Work on that thing. Stop looking outside. There's gold in the house. There's gold in you. You will see many of the characteristics of mysteries in this. Number one, you see it in speed. You will see it. You see somebody who has mastered the speed in whatever he or she is doing. The speed with which, Kyle was talking about yesterday, they were calculating one thing. They didn't know the formula. He said, but there was a speed when this guy did it by himself. He said, in 5 minutes, he has done the summation. He just put the right thing. Speed. There's always speed. Precision. Precision talks about you getting it right. You are precise. There's no mistake. There's speed, there's precision, and there's a sense of artistic beauty in the way the person do it. I was telling you about this man, Savito Wifo. When he's playing his guitar, those things, he will do it. Oh, Johnny, and he's playing the music. He's playing guitar. Hey, artistry, see beauty, see creativity. Hey. Let there be beauty and creativity in what you do. Hey, Daniel, let there be creativity. Daniel, it's not by mistake you are bearing the name Daniel. The Daniel that was in the Bible was exceptional. He had the spirit of excellence. It's the same. Claim it. I am that Joseph. Hey, it's not by mistake. Don't tell, hey. I tell you, I'm that Joseph that was there in the Bible. If you are Sarah, tell you I was there. You all the good thing about it, claim it for yourself. It is what you say that you become. It is what you say you attract. Be careful what you say. Be careful what you focus on. Okay? An example is, typing. I told you about that yesterday. My daughter actually, when Shalom got to Canada, they had to go and learn typing. Before she could get the job, they told her she must pass typing. So she had to go and learn typing. And you know how to use computer does not mean that you can use computer. If we are dictating now, if we are talking, what's your speed? What's your typing speed? Can you close your eyes and then you are typing A, B, C, on the keyboard. You are just, can you? If you bring laptop here now, maybe, who will I use now? Annie. Yes. Come and type something. Some of you only 2 fingers is what you are using on your keyboard. Mastery. Master. Michael, when you are typing. So, an example is individual typing letters by finger. One doesn't need to think about what fingers to hit letter L or letter D when you are master typing. Naturally, I will send that software to everybody. Learn it. They're typing. Learn it. You might not require it in this country, but for you to do anything in Canada, don't run to Canada now. Whenever. Because they are so oversaturated. They open the door. Doctors are there, but they are driving kabu kabu. In fact, they take doctors in, but you don't let the doctor practice the medicine. My boy they took from here, which was Bankole, I've told you about, who was working exceptionally here, in Huawei. He got there. The first thing, he was so excited. They took him to a place. Can you work on mask? He worked on. He went to site and he cleared the fault. But yeah, made them give him the job now. They said, may bring his certificate. When they brought all the Nigerian certificates, they said, sorry, we can't accept this certificate here. You know the job, but your certificate does not. He had to go and learn fabrication. Fabrication, welding. That's how to learn it. So he has to be working on. So from there, that's where Johnny changed for that. He has to look for other ways to survive. They're not like UK. UK is easy for you to align. US is worse too. Certifications. Anyway, I shouldn't go there. I'm not. But if you want to japa, look well, before you japa that. Jakpada means you are returning back. And many are returning back. So what create mastery? One, knowledge. You need knowledge. I'm not, you see, so that I don't say MD said we shouldn't knowledge. You need knowledge. Knowledge. You must know what that thing is. I had to read about there was an equipment I bought. I had to read about it. But because I didn't master it, I'm not knowing it very well. I bought a one channel one, and when I came, the Oga of it, that Daniel, that guy where, the guy who told me, if you have told me, I would have told you to buy the one for at least 2 channels, 2 cameras, and you have to look for other ways of connecting that camera. I said, okay, I have some 4K that go into USB. That's how. Number 2, deliberate practice. Deliberate practice and feedback lead to acquiring and mastering a skill. Deliberately practicing. Don't rush to. Many of you close and just rush and go home. When you can set 1 hour aside to learn some things about that job that you have not yet known. Deliberately. Deliberate practice. Emeka is a good example. He doesn't run home, but he's not doing my LGS work. He's learning. He's attending some online course. Then one day, I'm wondering what he's doing. He says, sir, he will not show me. He's always showing me the certificate. But I used it to fight him this December. You are acquiring certificate for what? You are acquiring certificate for what? Under you. This one chopped me like this. I will show you. I will press your neck. And I press and come begin to beg on my friend. Beg on for me. I said, where was he? Why not put I there? Why not put I there? One guy chopped me $150,000 US. Hey! Give that money to Kazim. His bank account, ROJS account will shake. I'm not. Our account officers in there, they'll come and be double for us. They'll be double for us. Just let that money. Or you allow somebody to steal it. I shook him. Well, but it's a good thing. He didn't waste it going to beer parlor. He didn't waste it going to. He can't even go there anyway. The beer will be bitter in his mouth. He doesn't even taste beer. I know him. The only thing is just that. So deliberate practice. And feedback leads to acquiring and mastering the skill. Number 3, practice does make perfect. Practice will make you perfect. Everything about mastering means practice. Getting someone to teach you, or someone must be knowledgeable than you. Don't go and meet, they will just lead you astray. Some of you get feedback from people who are your competitors, or people who are jealous in you, or people who don't want you to progress. Look for people higher than you. Because they're already there, waiting they want. It's not even all some of them are also good anyway. But there are people that will want you to rise. Okay? And seek knowledge, right knowledge. And then deliberate practice. And then get feedback as you're practicing. How am I doing? Is it okay? Is it okay? Is it right? And then practice does make perfect. How to master any skill, whether cooking, whether to be the best wife, to be the best husband is also a skill. To be the best wife is a skill. Anyway, let's talk about workplace is what we're talking about. So use these steps when trying to improve a skill. One, recognize where you can improve. Where do you want to? In what area do I need to improve? In what area am I not doing well? I need to improve on this thing. I don't know Excel, so let me work on it. Many of us need to really work on Excel. This one we are doing now is just biting the thing. So maybe you have to set something aside. Maybe, I don't know, once a week, whatever it is. Just set out time. We have a training school. Kayode, can we do that? I don't know. You can set up something. Let's revive that thing. Sorry. That call might call a second time. Cut it. No, cut it. Oh, I should collect it to sell it to myself. That's that phone that is speaking language. Actually, it's all these advert agencies that are calling it. Now, recognize where you are not improving. I was talking to him. So, and we can also do Zoom so that those outside the country can join. Another person that actually, where's Uyi? Put camera on him. Uyi, South Africa. Uyi, I thought about you yesterday night. Oh yeah, Uyi, South Africa. Check South Africa. Yes, now Uyi, his first point of call, he went to UNISA to learn everything I have to do with a step package, and it was him in 2010. I had, 2010. He gave me. There's a book I copied from him, which has to do with mastering Excel. I mean, and all the things. How many of you have shared some things on Microsoft with some of you people? I shared. It was from him. I actually got it. So actually, he knows a lot about this, but I don't know whether he has been practicing it because he also went into other area that will give you money. So, we will sit down. We'll sit down. I think you need to work with him. He has the materials. He can actually get some things from South Africa there that we can get online. And then I want us to groom our people, RGS staff, whether in Nigeria or in other countries. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. I want to sell it. Give me your phone. Give me your phone. This is yellow card. Second yellow card, I will sell it. So, what I'm looking for is we will need to set out time, man, where we can teach everybody. I want us to focus on Excel. He's also very busy. He's very busy. So let's align. Let's go forward from this, that maybe once a week, I don't know, or maybe once in 2 weeks, I don't know. You people need to, you can do Zoom, or you can come to the training school here, but they can use Zoom to communicate with the other people. I thought that high vision screen should actually be able to do it interactive so that people can see on the other end what they are writing on the screen. But I don't know. We have not really explored that thing to the end. But let's focus first of all. I want us to, because even the training of today is 2 hours. It's not still going to be enough. I want us to master it. I want at the end of the year, let's look back and see that there are many of you now that have, maybe you have moved from level 1 to level 2. If there are levels, and I'm sure there are levels, you have moved, you have improved, because if I ask Jessica now some knowledge about Excel, or I ask my lawyer, or I ask is just young, just new to it, or I ask what's his name now, not Christopher, Ajibola, yes, or I ask even Augusta. There's a level. There are levels. They need to know it. I want Zibai to know it. I need Samuel to know it. I need as many people that want to know it, even Paulina to know it very well. Even though she's marrying, she should know it and use it. He doesn't need it for Michael. But Michael is I need us so can we set out something? We'll look into it. No, we look, as look politician, but we must get specific. So by Monday, tell me what time. Please, I'll give you need to talk. He actually, like I said, he learned that that was his first point. He studied it, he knew, and I took it from him when I was in 2010. I was South Africa. That's why I got that. So and then we all need to learn it. Do you understand me? And not just learn it, we need to practice it, we need to master it. When Rachel is doing some part, we do you don't know where that they do it like that. Oh, God, Kazim. I say Kazim, old school. So, but we want to improve. Everybody, including Kespo, everybody. Except you don't need it for work. Everybody. I want us to master it. So please set out a time, maybe once in a week. I don't know, so that we can, after this, it's possible. It's possible. Okay, let's come back to our slide. So recognize where you can improve. Like I'm talking about Excel, ROGS, Excel. We need to seriously. The second thing that many in ROGS is lacking is PowerPoint. My managers don't know how to use PowerPoint. I prepared all this slide myself. I prepared this slide myself. But when I tell some of you to prepare this slide, you prepare it to one kind, one leg here, one leg there. I mean, by now, your everything should be on slide. Some of you do slide. I know Sarah use slide and all that thing. But something should become so a habit, so easy. PowerPoint. But first, we want to focus on Excel for all. Then admin, HR people need to learn PowerPoint. That's it. Okay. So recognize where you, as a company, we have recognized. There was something you mentioned which I want to say. We have award for best department of the year. And that's for Nigeria, best department. So one department is going to pick it and pick money. Then there's best country. And those are where these 3 cups. Can you zoom? Show these 3 cups. Turn the camera down. Yeah, those are cups that are going to be won. And inside these cups will be money. Ego, money. Okay. So one will be for best department. One is for best country. Then one is best individual. And that person too will go with money. Ego. All right, let's go back to our distance. So we have, we want to, okay. The best department is in Nigeria. That's what I mean is we are selecting because Nigeria is big. So we decide not, that's why I said Nigeria they are not competing with best country because here, best department will win. The best one. And you understand me? Then all the countries are competing for best country. So that the young shall grow. Okay. So recognize where you want to improve. First, identify your current level. Know where you are now. Identify your level. Danny, identify your level. Donald, identify your level. Everybody, identify where you are. Where are you? And then identify also where you can improve. And the skills you require to improve. Number 2, break it apart. Sometimes you want to learn, for example, let me say, this is Excel now. Let's break it apart. You understand me? Break it apart. There are various things. You can't just jump. Yesterday as I was teaching, please let me on this, I'm generating heat now, getting hot, sweating. Sorry, Some people were freezing, so I had to switch it off. I told you the weather, the temperature will go up. Okay, so I'm sweating now. Break it apart. So from there, we'll decide how to now then commit some time. When you break it apart, allocate time, commit time. The many times is some of you make you new New Year resolutions. For example, some of you make you have you ever wondered, gym, eh? Two of you need to hear me. Yes. Have you in January, go to all the gyms. They are full. Everybody's doing every January. Gyms are full because everybody have made New Year resolution. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to go to the gym. I will gym. And they will all register and pay. But go there in March. The number will drop with 10%. Go April. The number will drop further. By June, all the gym will, when you come, where you used to see 50 people, you only see 10. In September, only 5 people will remain. I'm not going to die. What happened to all? And they have paid 1 year subscription. So we are committed to this. So don't let it be like Jim. I owe you accountable. You need to train these people. You and Uyi. You and Uyi. You and Uyi. Uyi, you hear me? I owe you accountable. We must Excel is not knowledge of Excel is not enough. It's low. So you guys need to. And Daniel, you have come to you must train my people. You must train my people. I'll put them around you. All this one around you there now. Yes. Train them. My brother. Train them. Not when you go, they scatter the thing, we start calling you. Train them. If any lady is interested in joining them, please, you can join them. You know, sometimes we as human can make mistake. I can be saying, oh, this one, the person is good. And you might have that calling. You might have that. Yes, you like them. Nice, good. Join them. Join them. I mean, join. If you have time, you must have time. Why are you asking her to join? You should join. It's you should join. Okay, so let's identify areas where we need to work on. And even as departmental head, what is lacking in your department? Kazim, what is lacking in, let's, sorry, I'm pausing here. In the countries, in various places where you are, what is lacking? What is lacking? What is not yet okay? I mean, where do we need to work on? Where do we need to improve? What skill do we need to make things better for us in that area? Then let's come to individual as department too. Countries, department on the same level. Work on it. Something is lacking in your unit. That's why all those things are happening. Something is lacking. Now I brought Timo. So at least now let's see. Don't say this one. No excuse. Then as individual, what is it that I don't? That skill that will make me excellent that I don't yet have. What do I need to master that will make me exceptional? That will make this 2025 exceptional. Then we need to commit some time to the training. Commit some time to the practicing. Commit time. Then number 4, find a support system. A support system means look for whatever it is that can support. The environment you must learn must also be supportive. So look for something that supports. Don't look for what will not make it work. Support group, support environment, equipment, facilities, support system. Support. Look for a support system. Then get a coach. Like now, Daniel is the coach for these people. Kayode and we need to be a coach for ourselves. Let's get a coach. Get a coach. Then number 6, be deliberate. Be deliberate. Don't be, some people will just, as he comes, be deliberate. Deliberately work on this thing. Deliberately practice. Deliberately set this up. I deliberately went and sat down to prepare these notes. First of all, I put the thing down. First of all, see, I can use myself as an example. I wrote things down before I started putting them. I actually took it to Word first. Before I from Word, I took it to PowerPoint. I actually have some things I wrote there. And then as I said, no, that's not for everybody. It's for you. Actually wrote it in one book. I tore it out from the other book. From another book I just woke up one night and started writing. 2025. You'll see it. So that you know that I'm not telling you. 2025. I tore this from my old from this, you know. I'm trying to show you an example of so I don't say MD is just talking. No. There's another white book I asked Paul to go and bring for me that day. I tore it from inside. You see. Then what did you read here? My what? My cabinet. I was actually going to discuss my cabinet with you people. I realized no, it's not. It's for me. My cabinet. My cabinet. And it's making me to work. My cabinet means that there's no people I must remove. There's no people I must bring. I must identify the things that are not okay. Where do you want to be in the next 4 to 5 years? What is our outlook and focus and direction and policy? The where, how, and how to get there. It's showing the men and women and alliances and partnership and the quality of people we have in our team as the cabinet. What areas do we need team, alliances, and partnership? What are the critical things we need to focus on? Build your cabinet and team. Who's my Minister of Education? Who is my Attorney General? Who is my Minister of Justice? Who is my Minister of Budget and Finance? What is my project for this year? Project 2025. Get the document. You know. Who is my Minister of Budget? Greatness. Anyway, like I said, as I was preparing this, where is the movement going? If it's to go to Lu, this is where you go. Where are you going? Money. Okay, go and bring. You go. Oh Lord, oh God. Let me focus. Time. I told you to put me. I don't see that thing. Okay, break lunchtime. After this is lunch. Don't worry. And after lunch is this man. He must grill you. You are free. And then set this place. People must put laptops. By now there's heat. You are still wearing it as if you are wearing. I'm sweating. See me sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Be deliberate. Be deliberate. Number 7, visualize success. Everybody say visualize success. My people in South Africa, I want you to say it. Visualize success. Put them on. Put them on. We've had some challenging time this year in South Africa. Put them on. Visualize success. Where is Sina? Visualize success. I want them to say it. Everybody in Côte d'Ivoire, everybody say visualize success.
Visualize success.
Yeah, visualize it. Visualize. Everybody in all the countries only say visualize success.
Visualize success.
Yes. Visualize it. It is what you see that you will walk towards. And when God was talking to Abraham, he took him out in the night. He said, look into the sky. He saw the stars. He said, count them. He couldn't count. He said, as what you see. Hey, lower their sound. Mute. All of you outside, you can mute, please. Sorry. So, don't worry. It's not from here. Don't touch anything. No. Your master has a or your coach has gone for. He's very busy guy. He's a very busy guy. He started with just there was the team. Shalom's mom was actually part of those team. They were just doing. And before you know it, churches are demanding him. It has become something else. Danny has become. I remember they were coming. One of my birthday, when they came to the one birthday. They surprised me, in the office. He was the one who used the iPhone. He was the one who used the iPhone to record me, and then they were coming. So we're just working, Pastor Larry. Yeah, Pastor Larry, and all those things. Has become something big. Okay. Visualize success. I kept visualizing how this transmission will be. If it is high vision says, see far, go further. Chinese company say, see far. It is what you see. If you don't see something far, something great coming, you will not go for it. It is what you see that you will see that will happen in your life. What do you see? I'm not talking about physical sight. Steve Jobs used to, when you want to hire people, you say, you ask them, what can you, when he was hiring people, you tell them, are you willing, what are you willing to work for free for? You will pay their salary, but for the interview, to make some who want to say, you must give me this salary, won't hire them. What are you willing to work for free for? Those are people he hired for to set up Silicon Valley. That means you can commit to it. What are you willing to give up? And it is because of what you see, not physical sight. Somewhere, I'm saying it now so you can demonstrate it during my birthday again. You see it you see it inside. What do you see? See success. See success. See success. See excellente. See yourself, general manager. See yourself. I see ROGS in UK. I see ROGS in Canada. I see ROGS in other countries. I see some of you going there to be, when we started ROGS, who would have thought we were going to be in all those countries? Who would have thought people will go? When you hire Goodness, did you see Goodness being as HOP of any country? Did you have that in mind? He's now head of operations, in charge, actually head of country, you can call it. But we've changed that title so that they don't see it as work. Head of HOP, head of operations, or when Edogogo came, did you see as HOP? You just say Charo as executive. Some of them still leave the title. Even when we gave it to Blessing, she was still writing it. I said, come change your subject on that. Because they don't see it as title anyway. They see it as work. Opportunity don't come as opportunity, it comes as work. So you wear coat overall. You wear coat to do the job. Visualize success. Then number 8, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself that this year is going to be different. Challenge yourself that you are going to be exceptional. Challenge yourself that you are going to master this whole thing. Challenge yourself that you're not just going to be a mediocre, but you're going to be the best that God has made you to be. Challenge yourself. Don't accept mediocrity. Don't allow people to come and tell you, that job, put it on your shoulder. Don't just do the job small. You have a family, you can take care of your wife and children. And when MD just turn eye like this, you just disappear. Man. One told Rachel, said, now Rachel, if you like, make it sit down for there, make it stay there, make it stay today. When we were honoring people that have served ROGS during my birthday, she was the only person who have done 6 years that was given the car. Challenge yourself. In actual fact, you came the same time with Ishak. Today, he came before yourself. He just would go there. But you didn't even know. I didn't even know he had 2 jeeps. It was yesterday. His lawyer was vomiting them up. And I'm taking them. They said they are bringing them to beg me whether I will accept it. We will bring it if we will accept it. Because we don't want this guy to come to Nigeria. If he come to Nigeria, they don't see him again. And Nigeria is saying, bring him to us. We want him. He has dealt with this Nigerian mass company. He must come and face justice. He sent him out. He ate this money. The people talking, they are top people. When God is for you, He will raise people to fight for you. Success. 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 Let me close that door so that the air condition can cool us well. Challenge yourself. Let me tell your neighbor, say, challenge yourself. Tell him, say, Daniel, challenge yourself. Sonia, challenge yourself. Yes. Young husband, challenge yourself. Oh. So look at this beautiful picture. Can you all rise up? Just stand up for 1 minute. Rise up, stand up, and then look at the screen. You can see a speedometer. There's a speedometer of life. A speedometer measuring our speed of work in ROGS. There's a speedometer. There's a speedometer. Look at it. You can see on the red is what? Novice. Novice. From there, you become amateur as you are increasing your speed. From there, you become a learner. Can you say it after me? Novice. From there, you become amateur. From there, learner. From learning, you become skilled. Skilled work. Then from there, you become an expert. Expert. Then that's not the final. Then the speedometer should hit where? Master. As you are increasing the speed, you can be seated. Be seated. So, mastering is a skill. This is at the beginning, novice. Many of you are going to learn Excel now. You're just a novice. And then you become an amateur. And as you increase, you know when you are driving, what if you stop? Your speedometer will drop down. Abi, from amateur, you become novice again. Any knowledge you don't consistently work on, you just drop down level. You just drop level. Just drop level. You try, you go back. Novice, to amateur, and then you drop back to novice. You don't slow down. If anybody come to tell you slow down, there is no slow down in this race. There is no break in this race. There is no slow down. Slow down now. Annie, where you they go? Where you they go? Slow down. No, there is no slow down. Even Esther Kespo, there is no slow down. It's Kespo's wife. That's why I call her. You know, they have another Esther. The Esther in Côte d'Ivoire. So I don't want that one to think I'm referring to her. That's why I say Esther Kespo. Esther Dawaski. You see, I don't know how to pronounce that one. That's why I use Kespo. Dwaski. You are not dwarfed in Jesus' name. Dwanky. All right. All right. Mastering a skill or a field requires progressive learning. Everybody say progressive learning. I didn't hear you say progressive learning. And deliberate practice to be articulate. The aim is to become articulate. But how can you become articulate? The only way is by progressive learning. Daniel, it's by progressive. That means progressive means you keep moving forward. You keep going forward. You keep going forward. You don't stop. You don't go back. You don't slow down. You keep going forward. You keep going forward. This man was troubling you. You are distracting me. All right, go back to your seat that way. Go and sit down that way. Go and sit down that way. Sit down that big chair. The big chair they gave you. Progressive learning, progressive learning, progressive learning. You don't slow down. Mastery is achieved through practice. That should sink to everybody. Mastery is achieved through practice. Can you all say it? Mastery is achieved through practice. Say it again. Say it again. Say it again.
Through practice. Mastery is achieved through practice.
Great, great, great. Oh yeah, Daniel. I want to use Daniel as an example. Daniel, come here. It's an example. The camera should focus on him. Come and stay here. He's the man I love so much. The day we marry, oh, we will close Lagos. I'm telling you. Yeah, bring I need a book. I need a paper. I need a pen. Okay. I want you to use your right hand to write. Hey, did I ask you anything? Use right hand to write. I am a fine boy. Hey, write with your right hand. I am a fine boy. I am a fine boy. With right hand. I am a fine boy. Okay. Mastery is achieved through practice. With your right hand, write it. Mastery is achieved through practice. Hey. Daniel is a left-handed person. Daniel uses his left hand to write. So I am just trying to teach you a lesson, teach all of us. Now, so I'm not telling him to use his right hand. And you can see he's very slow. He's taking time. The handwriting is very ugly because he's using his right hand. But if I tell him, good, I like that, I will show you, then, no. Don't worry, we are teaching. We are teaching everybody. We are teaching. You, cameraman, you can snap him for me. Good. Now, let's turn it. Okay, I need another paper. Somebody will help me with another sheet. I want him to use his left hand to write. Okay? Right. Okay, put on that. We are right. Left hand. Right. Mastery is achieved through practice. Write the second line. I'm a fine boy. He's a fine boy. Tell me you are jealous of him. Now, you can sit down. Please put your hands together for Daniel for me. You can see he wrote with his right hand. Now, he wrote with his left hand this. You can see it's beautiful. Now, for him to become a right-handed writer, he has to now start practicing with his right hand. And he has to do it consistently, over time. Consistently, time. He can achieve this if he starts practicing it. When you keep doing it over and over, before you know it, the right hand will become as good as the left hand. What are we trying to say? We don't all start life having the best of it, but you can become the best through consistent practice over time. Progressive practice. You don't slow down, you don't stop. It's a progressive one. You don't say, I'm tired. You keep pushing. Learned friend. That's how they call themselves. For me, I call them like that. When they want to talk to you, they say, but our learned friend, yesterday she was telling you and to do law. Because they read and read and read. Even in the office, I see her reading. You carry a law book and read and study and read. So that when Ngozi will send a message, those one so person is right to say, don't worry, we'll take it. And then she will check in some few minutes. She will send back to Ngozi. These are the things sent to the person. Then the person is forever silenced. But for her to get to that stage, she has been reading, practicing. They say the law is a practice. Law is a practice. Law is a, that's why when they finish law school, they go and practice. They work under someone. They practice. They practice. They practice. They practice. They call it practice. Even in South Africa, we call medicine practice. You know, they tell you it's a practice. You practice it. You practice it. You practice it. You practice it. Let me tell you, accounting should be a practice. You know, HR should be a practice. You know, accounting should be a practice. You know, your IT should be a practice. Whatever you are doing should be you should keep working on it. Progressive. You don't stop. You don't slow down. It should be a practice. As you practice, you become perfect. As you practice, you will see other things that you know that you bring on new innovations. You begin to see some things that you didn't see before, and how to make it better. So mastering a skill or a field requires progressive learning and a deliberate practice to be articulate. Not to be a mediocre, to be articulate. Articulate means what? To be the best, to be excellent, you know. The 4 stages of mastery, navigating the path to expertise. You know, mastery. You are navigating the path to expertise. The 4 stages. Number 1, there's an unconscious stage. Unconscious incompetence. You are not even aware. You are incompetent, but you are unconscious of it. The first stage is characterized by not knowing what you don't know. Have you seen people just talking anyhow, doing anyhow? When you don't know how to ride bicycle, you don't know how to ride. When you don't know how to ride a car, you don't. I mean, when you don't even know except you don't even know. You don't even know the use it is to you. You know. And ask Paul, you know what Excel can do for you? It might not, because he doesn't. But unconsciously, he's not conscious of it. Okay, the second stage is conscious incompetence. That's when you now know that you need it. That's what this, boot camp is all about. Making you conscious that you need this. You need it. You are switching on generator, switching off. You should have data. And then she went to analyze data. When we say how much diesel did you spend, she went to tell us the number of liters of diesel. Not by calculating like that. No, there's a way to now do it. When we tell you, okay, somebody wants to come and stay in an apartment, say, okay, or somebody wants to do something, say, how much diesel do we need in a month? You can just say, give me 2 minutes. You just check. Consciously incompetent. Awareness of your shortcoming marks the entry point into the second stage. Are you aware? Are you aware? That's really what I want to do. I want to prompt some of you with this. This is not the final of mastery. I want to prompt some of you. Prince Sui needs to be aware that it's not, I've been yabbing him, didn't like and wake up. I was so angry at him, and I decided to ignore and put him in one corner of the office. That's not helping him. Some of you have ignored because. But I want to. When somebody is down, you take needle, you choke the person. That is some of you that don't like injection. I mean, if you like to go to hospital and take injection, they will hold you down, to give you injection. Hey, the day they will give you Sonia injection in the hospital, everybody will hear it. Hey, hey, hey. Or you call Kazim to come and take injection. Oh, you're like, or maybe it's fates that don't like injection. He will shake. You will see some big people. The whole clinic will be turned upside down. Oh God, you want to give Danny an injection? It will scatter everywhere. Okay, let's come to our consciously incompetence. That's an awareness of your shortcoming. It marks the entry stage into the second. And that's really where you don't know and you need it. Then number 3, which I'm not dwelling on, competence. It's when you are already learning, you are now conscious of the learning, which is what we are dwelling on. Then the state of master is unconscious incompetence. You've got into that. I mean, if when you are driving, those who really know how to drive, you are no longer. Do you know? Do you even feel as if you are turning a vehicle or what? Just kick and go. Just speed and just know how to do. That's the stage where you're unconsciously competent. That's where we want to get you to. Unconsciously competent. How do you cultivate mastery? Simple guide for skill mastery and mindset. 1. I'm running off now, so relax. Practice deliberately. Identify the critical skill in your craft and practice them intentionally. You can see one word reverberating in all of these things. Practice, practice, practice. Practice, practice. Number 2, study the masters. Some of you don't study. Study the masters. Study those who are ahead. Study the masters. Study the masters. Don't study mediocres. Don't study failure. Some of you are social media, you read rubbish. So more time some of you using reading gossip and all those things. You can pass through a university. Online school, online. My friend told me now he got this thing online. This man is always doing program online. Instead of, study. Study the masters. Identify those who excel in your field and study them. Number 3, seek mentorship. Seek to be mentored. Seek to go and work for free. To serve somebody. Seek to serve. Seek to serve. When you serve, you learn. Seek to serve. Seek to serve the master. Seek to serve those who have known it, those who have gone ahead of you, those who are skilled in that area. Seek to serve. Don't sit down with mediocres, gisting and gossiping and talking about how it cannot happen and talking about Nigeria. Let me tell you, as we are talking about this hard in Nigeria, people are making it. People are making it. People are advancing. People are making money. People are doing other things. A lot of this is happening. Don't focus on limitations. I told you. I don't know whether it was here. I don't know whether, when they were saying in those days we were earning 200 naira. We were saying, it will get better. It will get better. Then our salary changed to 500 naira. It will get better. There's time to say, as you are moving forward, is it like they are shifting the goalpost? Oh God, when will I get there? The salary was becoming more, but it was never enough. So all these ones say things every year. I can't remember in the past 20 years where they have not said inflation. When Shagari was president, they said austerity measure. There is no, outside the country. They say, things we. So it is for you to just realize that you don't need to be focusing on that. Focus on your God that is more than enough. Focus on the fact that you can be different. Focus on the fact that there are others that are not complaining and you will be among them. Focus on the things that you can do that will make you excel. Focus. What you see is what you attract. What you see is what you attract. Before anything gets to you, you must have seen it in here. And then you walk towards it. You must see it in your inner man, in your inner consciousness. Study the masters, identify those who excel. Then 3, seek mentorship. Having a mentor accelerates your path to mastery. Number 4, mindset shift. Embrace a growth mindset, which is what I really want many of you to do. Embrace a growth mindset. In every field you are in, a growth mindset. If you focus on failure, there are things that will give you lamentation every day. But when you have a growth mindset, you always see positive things in life. Be positive about life. Be positive about the country you are in. When Goodness landed in Guinea, the first thing was somebody singing song of lamentation to him. There's no light, there's no electricity, there's no internet. The country where Goodness is coming from, is there light in Nigeria? They were telling him there's no security. I called Goodness. I said, this is what I heard that so and so was telling you. I said, that's the voice of the devil. Don't listen. You say, he's not a human. When Jesus Christ, somebody told Jesus, said, you will not go to the, what did they say? He said, get thee behind me, Satan. Anybody telling you about how things will not work, get thee behind me. The country where goodness is coming from is just security. Are they not kidnapping people? Then you know how things will just happen. There's a way. Be careful what you focus on. Oh. As that thing was just being said, outside they just fire tear gas. Pwah! They have not fired tear gas for a long time in that area. They just fire tear gas. You see now. Their goodness just shook. They just called. Rachel, they have sent me here. Oh, that was calling me. And Rachel go, hey, they are happy. I said, be at peace. He said, yeah, he sent there to go and enjoy. I said, young man, there's a car there. Do you know how to drive? He said, no. He said, you are going to drive that car. I will pay for you to get a driver license to drive. I said, that place there, they said it's not good, but somebody there got a wife to marry. He married a beautiful daughter of a very commanding officer of that police or army. But you are not allowed to marry. You can only marry Nigerian. That's the law I've given to all these young men. Their eyes are shaking. Your eyes shook for my daughters, shook for my guests. I will celebrate you. Not like Mike can pick one of my guests. And now he has become my bosom. Pick my somebody should come and pick Augusta, so that I can no, pick Augusta for me. Please, you should come and pick Augusta. Umegoa, do you have the money to take care of her? Leave that to the spirit. Leave that to the spirit to talk about. I didn't know you. Is somebody? You are the one who says so. Okay. Let's. We are transmitting on YouTube now, so let's be careful how we overplay. Well, we know I play too much, so let's be right. Now. So seriously, don't focus on the negative things. What you focus on is what you attract. Please let me say this: if you focus on negative things, that's what you bring. Even Job, he said, "What I feared most has come." Don't focus on negativism. Please. Don't you ever. Now, they said there's those things like coronavirus coming about again. It's not your portion. It's not my portion. Not that you become careless, but please don't focus on the negative things. There will always be things, sickness, and disaster happening in different places, but it will not be your portion. It will not come. Tell yourself, 2025 is for my good. 2025 will work well for me. 2025, I will not have diseases. I will not have sicknesses. I will only move forward. 2025 will work well for me. See, what you focus on is what you attract. Be careful what you say with your mouth. Be careful what you focus on. Don't focus on anything negative. Don't. If somebody whispers to your ear, tell him, get thee behind me, Satan. Rebuke it. Reject it. 2025 will work for me. Every day of it will be sweet. Yes. That will crown the year with thy goodness. My path will drip with abundance. The fatness of the land is for me. I'm telling you. It will only get better. It will get bigger, get better, get bigger. When Moses Bliss sang that song, bigger every day, bigger. Hey, and I tell you, I kept singing it, and I'm getting bigger. Tell yourself, you get bigger. You are not married, you marry. I will celebrate your children. Get bigger, higher. I tell you, don't focus on negative things. I told the young man, you will go and learn how to drive. You drive that car. Focus on it. And then, oh God. Don't allow anybody put your mind to focus on negative things. Okay. Let there be a mindset shift for every one of us. That we are meant for greatness. And greatness comes with service. Okay. Their level of expertise, I'm closing soon. Yes, I know where my slides are. These are towards the end when I talk about expertise. Level of expertise. Learn refers to the process of acquiring knowledge or skill through study, practice, or experience. It is more general term that can refer to any level of proficiency from basic familiarity to advanced expertise. But But master, on the other hand, implies a higher level of skill or proficiency, often indicating expertise. To master something typically involves a more focused and intentional effort to become highly skilled or proficient in a particular activity or subject. She learned to play the piano when she was a child, but now she has mastered the piano through years of practice. Through years of practice, you can learn something. You can learn. You learn to play piano. You learn Excel. He learned HR. He learned driving. He learned how to cook. He learned how to. But you master it through continuous practice. Through practice, the student learned about history of the Civil War. You learn about. You can learn about something. You study about it. Many of you are learning about Excel today. But you can only master it when you practice it. That's what I'm trying to do with all of this rounding up. The athlete mastered the technique of the high jump. He mastered it as he was practicing it. As he was practicing it, constantly practicing it, he mastered the technique. Okay, now. Learn is more general in terms of the object it covers. You can use learn to talk about acquiring any kind of knowledge, skill, or trade. Because when we are talking about learning, I don't want to confuse you. Belumi, you can learn something, but that does not mean that you have mastered it. Learning is just gathering information. Okay, but mastering, however, is you are talking about practicing it. Practicing it is commonly used to talk about knowledge, and it's mostly associated with mastering a skill, a language. You practice it. You understand me? Learning is needed, but it doesn't stop there. You can learn something and not master it. That's what I'm trying to say. You can learn something and not master it, but you cannot master without learning. That's really where I'm going. You understand me? So, because some people learn, but they don't really master because they don't practice it. So you must add practice to the learning. You must add what? Practice, 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 practice. I remember those days in secondary school, in Benin Technical College, I will learn. Then I'll cover my book and I'll start writing. I'll ask myself questions and I'll start writing. I was practicing. So when I entered the examination hall and the question comes, I'll just carry my book, I'll write. Before I know, I'm getting 98%. I'll just practice. Practice. Take questions. We used to have tutorials. In tutorials, you put, so the knowledge you have learned, you now use it to practice. Do you understand me? The knowledge you have learned, you will now use it to practice. Eh? Okay. Then you become master. The student learned about the solar system by conducting experiments and reading books. But the student cannot say he has mastered the solar system. You have to fly there. You have to go around. So she learned how to bake bread from her grandmother's recipe. Learn can be used to talk about both knowledge and skills. He mastered the arts of public speaking through years of practice and coaching. Within 6 months, she had already mastered a new language. Learning new skill or improving existing skill is an important part of growing and excelling in your career. You want to grow in your career in ROGS? Please learn. But you must also go into practice. That's where I'm going. Because if I don't define this, you might just be learning. I told you example of Emeka studying online. Good. It doesn't stop there. You must practice what you have learned. Do you understand me? You must practice what you have learned. Everybody say practice what you have learned. I didn't hear you say practice what you have learned. Showing the employers you are proficient with certain soft and hard skills can help you earn promotions, raises, and new jobs. Okay? I'm looking for people to go and take care of media now. I'm looking for people who have gotten new skills. Okay? Learning and improving skills can be helpful for advancing in your career and creating a diversity in your job. Other benefits of enhancing skill include expanding your skill set, increasing your learning speed, and feeling more fulfilled. How to improve a skill? Enhancing a skill often takes a lot of time, practice, and patience. It takes a lot of what? Time, patience, and practice. time, patience, and practice. Time, patience, and practice. Okay? Now, what are the ways you have to use these steps to improve your skill? One, recognize where you can improve, which I've talked about before. Then number two, break it apart into smaller bits. Then size setting up goals. To improve skill, deconstruct it into smaller and more manageable parts. Then try setting small goals and timeline for each of the skill you want to improve, which can help you stay motivated. Then commit time. I've talked about this before, but now it's more detailed explanation. Schedule time to work on your skill. Having a daily routine of ways to work on your skill can help you get continually better and be more deliberate in your learning. When scheduling time for working on your skill, try to practice during those times when you have the most energy and focus. Sometimes it might be better in the morning. Like I keep telling Rachel, go and do gym before you come to work, or do gym before so that you have more time. You want to lose weight, put your gym in your kitchen. You want to learn anything, look at the timing. It's very important. Try practicing for short durations. It will help you stay focused and motivated. When they wanted me to lose weight, they told me I don't need to do long exercise. They said just 30 minutes a day, 3 times a week was enough. And I did it. And I lost a lot of this thing. At a point, people were asking what was wrong. My trousers all dropped. But somebody has been fattening me up recently. They're always asking me when I'm here and in Cote d'Ivoire, do you want food in the night? They always ask me for food. They are the ones making me fat. Ellen, I didn't say that to Jessica. I didn't say that to before you come and starve me. Okay, find a support system. Share with others what skills you want to develop. Having support system, get somebody to talk to about the progress you are making, and then helps you keep accountable. Consider asking others for feedback on how you are doing, which can show you where you may need to focus more on your energy. Make sure you are not asking negative-minded people. Okay, get a coach. We've talked about before. Get a coach. What are people that can be your coach? A teacher, somebody more experienced than you, somebody who has known it better than you. They can also be your coach. And then be deliberate. I've spoken about this before, but this is more of the write-up on it because I skipped all of that. When practicing your skill, give it your full attention to better absorb the process and techniques. Try to eliminate any distractions so you can focus on improving your skill. If possible, try to find a quiet area to work on your skill and set a timer to fully utilize your time. There's no way you can do online school if you don't stay behind after work and then you really study it, or you find when you get home, to do that. And visualize success, which I've talked about. Visualize success. Stay positive. Celebrate small successes, such as passing any small milestone. Visualize success. And then challenge yourself. Improving a new skill often means you need to overcome challenges to achieve success. For example, if you want to improve your public speaking, you may need to challenge yourself to speak in front of an increasing large crowd. All right. I talked about setting realistic goals. You need to set that. Then you may face some challenges. Apply try and error. If you make a mistake, what you do is you correct it and move on. You don't stop. As you take action, you can see what you still need to learn and begin to improve. Once you are proficient with a skill, try to practice using it in as much as possible. Many skills also require you to keep learning to stay up to date. Just like Akinola told you, Excel is not what you say you have stopped. You keep learning to stay up to date. You keep learning. You keep learning. And that's the end of our presentation. Now, questions. questions. If you have questions, please, you can send. We're going to close in the next. Okay. Yeah. Where's the second mic?
Okay, sir. I really learned a lot. We do not take this for granted. My question is, there is this proverb people say, or do I call it appellation? They say, master of all, jack of all trade and a master of none. How do we divorce it from the teaching today, sir?
Okay.
Jack of all trade and a master of none.
Okay. You have really said it, jack of all trade. We are not telling you to be master or trade. We are not saying master or trade. We are saying you need to master what? Look for a skill. There's a skill you need to enhance your work. For example, I've recognized that we need Excel for everybody, but not everybody needs Excel here. Blessing, for example. Some people in admin don't need Excel. You understand me? But about 90 of us or 95% of us need Excel. And at different levels, that's why yesterday, I think somebody from Cordova said, can we segment it? You understand me? The various level of Excel we need depend on also what the work and we do. You need Excel in your practice. There are information and data to help you arrange. I'm telling you the truth. The way Kazim needs Excel is different from the way, Akinola might need it for engineering work. But Excel, we have come to realize that, those that used to think that Excel was only for accountants. But I've come to realize that Excel is not just for accountants. Excel is for everyone who is doing any meaningful. Admin people need Excel. I'm telling you, HR people need Excel. IT people need Excel. Now, I might say, but not everybody. Blessing, those who are arranging, cleaning, don't need Excel, but they might need something else. You understand me? So look for that skill. I just picked Excel for ROGS because many of our people, that's what we need to work here. You cannot really work here without Excel. There are some companies you work, it's not everybody they give laptop. You understand me? There are some companies you work in, it's not, but here, man, we will give you laptop. You must use laptop. But Donna doesn't need laptop. Blessing doesn't need laptop. But the Blessing in Cote d'Ivoire needs it. In fact, she needs a top grade. So what am I trying to say is need. What we have that's but when you're also doing company something, I'm trying to focus on what ROGS need. In ROGS, you're going to do a lot of data. You're handling over how many people do you have in NOC? 1,000 plus. Now, how are you going to keep their data if you don't have Excel? You're going to have their database. As she's sending things for them, if you use your email to record it, when you're looking for the information of that person tomorrow, it will take you 1 day to search for your laptop for that information. But as she's sending you things, and then you are also replying her concerning it, yes, the email are documented, but if you have your record sheets or spreadsheet where you are putting, this person was the issue here, this was what you did, and the date and time is there. The day you need it, just put your search. You just go and bring it out concerning that person. So like I also said about front desk and all those things. People, you have your data. You are getting this. Everything has gone green now. Green means they don't want paper printout, all of those things. So you want to make this easier. Sometimes when I'm searching for some things, it takes a long time because of the way it was stored. So we are trying to create a database. That's what Excel will help you do. Then retrieving the information, processing and using it. We help you analyze, help you manage. You're dealing with over 1,000 people. Then if we add people in SBC, how many people are another SBC? How many resources do you have there? How many people? 140 something. Add it to that is it 1,002? So you might be dealing with about 1,300 something. Then come and add internal staff. If one internal staff has given you stress for time now. But thank God for victory. Hallelujah. Do you know what it is to somebody to want to rubbish your company and say your company is not registered? I want to, or send tax people to your office. They were calling tax people to come and fight me. I drew out my sword. Finish you. Which year were you there? Company where you don't set up since, don't labor for everything. They can't say the company not they legal for that country. You know best. You draw out your sword. Who be that one? But they were, my lawyer come say, when are they winding down? He was waiting for them to wind. He was growing his own and winding down my own. And the people there sitting down there, they don't know. Before know that they were going to become jobless. Courtesy of somebody that was there. Hey! This central prison now. My father will not approve it. You should not approve it too. Okay. These people then lower my sound. Don't worry, I'll not talk too much again. You have a question? Question. I want to close. Question.
I have questions, sir.
Question. You have a question? Someone wants to ask question. Clap for him, oh. Hey, you can see the way he's dressed. He's coming from space. Now, if you have a question, please raise up your hand on whatever, because we're going to still go on break. We'll still come back, but we're going on break in the next. Oh, wow, we are supposed to be there now. Okay, just only him. Then we close.
So I have almost 6 to 7 questions.
Hey!
But I'll take.
Don't worry. He will compress everything. Come. To maybe one answer. We just finish it. Come.
One answer cannot finish it.
It means you know I like it. It means he followed the teaching and it is the question. What defines mastery in a professional context? I've defined it. Go back to the manual. I'm not going to talk about. Wait. Don't worry. You go back. I will share this thing to you. How can employee develop a mindset of excellence? It's also what we have been talking about. Number 3, what role does continuous learning play in achieving mastery? It's not there. Okay, I will tell you later. Okay, what role does continuous learning? As you are learning, you are knowing more, and then you are improving and practicing.
Sir, that one. I want more explanation on this. How can organization foster or encourage an environment how can organization foster an environment that encourages excellence? Just like you said that we need support system. So how can an organization
Good question. That? How we do that is number 1, like this kind of where we are teaching it. That's number 1. Number 2, we give you resources. Like I'm asking him to devote of his time to come and teach Excel now so that you can learn. There are skills that you have not yet known. Actually, the HRO will actually profile everybody, and then we identify those things that are not known. Then we work out training. Over time, like last year, we worked on, what do you call that thing we talked last year, boot camp? Conflict resolution. We'll keep looking for topics that will and develop you. All you need to open yourself. Don't be doing matter when we are teaching it, so that you can get those knowledge. And as you get the knowledge, go and work on it. Okay? And as you work on it, you become more what? Efficient. Because I was asking efficient. You become more efficient in your work. You understand me? For example, okay, let me take it like that. Relax. Hey, now I'm talking like that. Now listen. For example, you didn't manage admin before. There are things we do in admin. The admin here is also unique. You are dealing with carpenters. you are dealing with technical things, you might not have the technical knowledge. How do you best manage them so that, because you are married, if they perform, if you can't bring somebody to repair things and then the person mess up, I will not, we still will call. Okay, we need somebody to come and paint. Like, let me go to painting. Kasim sent me a list. Said they want to paint the wall of my office for 40-something thousand naira. I told him, if they paint it, what they want to solve will still reoccur. Reason, I saw the list. I threw it aside. Because there's something wrong with that wall. The wall needs to be treated. He said, no, the treatment is there. So I said, Kazim, I will approve it for you, but it will reoccur. If it reoccur, I will pay. And I'm waiting for that. It's reoccurring now. On my wall, behind my seat, is bubbling. The bubble is coming out. There's bubbling. So you are supposed to research how to treat that kind of wall. It was my house in Rega Seaview. Every year we will paint. Then the wall will soak and be looking very funny until we realize that the only way to do, because the rain hits the wall. So we decided that now we're going to have to put stones. So we have to go and put, they call this, there's some houses in Côte d'Ivoire a lot. They put waters. So we put it. And since then, you won't see it anymore. And we actually use the kind of cement we use. We call it to do it. And that took care of it. Another thing is, for example, here, in what I've seen in Nigeria, they cannot do a bedroom that they use tile. The water will still soak and enter down. But in South Africa, they have when all their bedrooms, they will tell you not to use those ones that we're buying here. All their bedrooms, they have special things that they have done. There's a treatment, there's a stage they will do. In fact, the house I'm just renovating, we do drywall. In fact, somebody now says, you didn't know there's a drywall that is waterproof, that water cannot soak. My new bedroom, I can collapse inside the place and build with wood as wall. And when you see it, you will never know that it is not built with bricks. So what am I trying to say is knowledge. Seek knowledge. Those things you are talking about, you actually need to seek knowledge in those areas that you need to excel in managing your department. Because you are facing challenges. Just like this thing now is something we didn't know before. They need to seek the knowledge. I brought someone who he cannot stay with them throughout. So you seek that knowledge in that area that you are deficient of or you don't know, so that you can become better. Okay? I need to eat. I didn't take breakfast actually. So I will need to have break. So we're going to have break now. When we come back, we will do 30 minutes. 30 minutes we'll eat, we'll come back, and then we'll do Excel. During that period, please, admin, allow everybody to, I know why. 30 minutes. So 30 minutes to get the food. And then during that period, admin should put the power for everybody. And please, the next section, you must have your laptop. If you have space to connect. And please, admin, make sure that power does not blow any socket. All right. Thank you. We'll come back in 30 minutes time. 30 minutes time, we'll convey and start the next session. I thank my brother, friend, Chris, for honoring us and preparing and being here with us. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Let's have a break.